Merry Christmas!
Well, a very good morning. Welcome back to Shop on TV. It's so good to have your company. My name is Charlie, and I've got to say, if you're looking for incredible deals to make cleaning around the house so easy, folks, you're in the right place. Don't go to bed. Stay with us. Well, we're going to be starting with the Merlin 2-in-1 vac. It is your upright, it is your handheld vacuum. Right, if you want to come in early for this, then absolutely grab it. You need an item number which is at the top of your screen. It's 967-9491. That's 967-491. And you can have it in green, you can have it in purple, blue, or gold. Now, the price is absolutely fantastic. Ordinarily, £69.99, but now it's lowered to £57.99. And if you want to spread the cost interest-free, choose PayPal. Pay in 3 is there to be used. Easy way to shop is on the website, ShopOnTV.co.uk. Now, this really packs a punch. 850 watts. But what does that mean, I hear you ask? Well, we've got the ultimate demonstration. We've been having so much fun prepping for this. Are you ready to see what this thing can do? Well, I'm not going to show you. Luke's going to show you. Luke, good to see you, mate. Finally, we get to work with each other. I love your demonstrations.
Thank you.
Shall we start with the big one?
Show it.
Bowling ball, a real 10-pin bowling ball.
Power. And look at that.
You're joking.
850 watts. Never lets you down. So use it every day of the week, every week of the year for one job or the next. Tiny little vacuum with that much power, and that really is a £10 bowling ball.
That is why this is one of the biggest selling vacuums we've had here on Shop on TV. Luke, that's ridiculous.
Fantastic.
Absolutely love this. We're just getting started. If you're tempted by this, here's the website, quickest way to order, ShopOnTV.co.uk. Now, it's not just vacuums. We've got so much more. We've got the Sweep Easy. So rather than brushing your kitchen floors, your floors with bristle brushes that get dirty, the Squeeze Easy is absolutely fantastic. We're going to be showing you that. It's going to be singing and dancing. Now, we've also got these, the Merlin reusable clever trays. No more time wasting your life unwinding cling film, trying to find the end. This is such a cost-effective and very practical way of sealing your food for the fridge. You can choose different colours too. 20 cheeky pounds for a twin pack. I like that. Perfect for Christmas time. Leftovers, after Sunday roofs, this is going to be absolutely ideal. Right then, we started off with a bang. We expect this to go very, very quickly. Once again, you can have 4 different colour options. Do you want the blue, do you want the purple, the green or the gold? Right, Luke, that was amazing.
kgs in weight, so it's super lightweight, but despite that lightweight, super powerful. So the on and off switch is just there, just by my finger. So we recommend just pick it up. You don't need to bend down to switch it on. So we're just going to switch it on now. Remember, it works with that 850 watts of power. So it doesn't matter, Charlie, if we're using it on a hard floor like wood.
Yeah.
It could be a real wood or wood laminate, an antico, a cardine. It could even be a soft cushion floor, just like lino. Any type of surface, and it's just the power that it's got. And remember, we've made this completely easy. We've got rid of that roller, you know, on the inside of the vacuum cleaner.
Yes.
The reason we've got rid of the roller is so there's no maintenance. So there's nothing to cut her out, you know, like you would do normally. It works on purely that 850 watt motor. Now let's show you on the carpet.
Let's do it.
Let's show you on the hairs.
You made a right mess here.
Yeah. Well, it's the hair that normally, you know, it could be the cats and dogs, you know, maybe the cat and dogs where they like to lay on a certain day. I'm just going to cut straight through the centre of that so you can just see the colour difference. Look at it pick that hair up, okay? It is absolutely fabulous. As I say, it doesn't matter if you use it on a short pile, it could be a deep pile, a rug, a runner. I mean, it really doesn't matter. Now, you can, yeah, and it doesn't matter what type of surface you use it on. When you go from one floor to the next, you will get edge-to-edge cleaning.
Right.
So whether we go side on, like this, or whether we go completely flat on, just like so.
That
Some
could
of
be
the
under
leading,
tables, perhaps.
that's it. And some of the leading vacuum cleaners struggle doing that one job alone. Now, let's just say very quickly, Charlie, I want to convert it into a little handheld.
Right.
It's literally takes a second. Now, on the back, you'll see a little switch just here. We're going to flick the switch, and that's going to remove the handle, as simple as that. So if anyone with weak hands, dexterity problems, now I love it like this for the hair in the boot of the car.
Yeah.
You get a nice big surface area done quickly, or if you just want to carry it up the stairs, it becomes lighter and lighter, obviously, you know, the more as you disassemble it.
So if you're lugging up and down those big, heavy old vacuums,
Exactly.
this is far better.
Exactly that. Now, when I want to remove the head, Charlie, there's no buttons to press, okay? All the fittings and fixtures just slide on. I like to pop my foot on it, and I just give it a little tug. It's as easy as that. Now, I'll give you an idea of power. This is 850 watts, okay? I mean, I'll give you an idea, Charlie. I grip my hand.
You're joking. We just saw it lift a bowling ball.
That's how much power it's
You're showing off now.
Now, you don't have to use it with the attachments.
Blue's the most popular already.
Always is.
Is it really?
Always is.
It's
Superseller.
absolutely flying, guys.
So
it's ridiculous.
this is one of our little upholstery pads, okay, folks? Now, this will work amazing on beds, sofas, mattresses, armchairs, okay? Now, great on the staircase, as you can see, whether your staircase is wood. So whether your staircase is a wood staircase, or maybe, you know, you've got the carpet on there. Now, Charlie,
Carpet
watch
runners.
this.
Yeah.
Our attachments have been designed so they can go in any way. We simply pull it out, give it a twist 180 degrees, pop it back in. That's perfect now for doing the rise on the staircase. So when you use it at home, folks, not only will it do the flat, you can do the rise, simple and easy. Any hairs, it'll just literally suck them all up. We sell so many to dog groomers, you know, for the hair alone.
Blown away by that.
Yeah. Now I'm going to show you.
It's not awkward to use. You're not trying to wrestle with it.
No messing around.
Set it whatever works for you, however
Exactly.
you see fit.
Now we've got this crevice tool. Now if you're using it in the car, it's great for getting down the side of the seat.
Awkward, always awkward.
Yeah, always awkward. I like it as well for behind radiators where you get a lot of fluff and
Dust and things,
Yeah,
it collects there.
Exactly. Now if you use it in conjunction with the handle,
Yeah.
you could get behind things like the tumble dryer where you get a lot of hair. Also, what this does now, if you struggle with your lower back, of course, you can use it in conjunction.
Right.
It doesn't matter what type of surface you use it on. Look at that for the hair. I just cut straight through the centre again.
You're making light work of that.
Also, we could use it up nice and high, Charlie, to get the incy-wincies.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? All the little cobwebs.
as long as they're dead. Yeah.
Now, I'm going to show off a little bit. Now, correct me if I'm wrong,
Go on.
most vacuum cleaners normally lose power when they're chock-a-block full.
Right.
Yeah?
I know where this is going.
Now, this will actually hold roughly about a litre when it's full.
Okay.
I've never met anyone yet that's filled that up in one vacuum session.
Wow.
Now, this is fair to say, this is full.
Yeah.
Okay, as I say, a normal vacuum cleaner, you'd normally lose power and suction.
Yeah.
Now, remember, it's got a double filter system. Now, don't worry about those little bits that have come out. It's just because I've overfilled
You've
it.
overfilled it, yeah.
I did that on purpose. Normally, that wouldn't happen at home. Now, this will give you an idea of power. This will give you an idea of suction.
You
this
actually
really
doing that
is
again? You're about to do the bowling ball again?
10-pound bowling ball,
Right.
Charlie. Now, as I say, if you was using a traditional vacuum cleaner that's got a bag,
Yeah.
that uses a bag, when that bag fills up, there's a loss of suction and power because the air doesn't circulate.
Right.
Now, what we created is a double filter system, and I'll get to that bit. You'll see it in more detail when I
Right.
empty it out.
I've never done this when
Now,
this was full.
right,
Never done
remember
this
this.
before.
That vacuum, I mean, that bowling ball,
Right.
that bowling ball is the weight of 5 vacuums. Remember, these vacuums are under 2 kgs. That's a 10 kg bowling ball.
I was going to say, you know, I'm not
Yeah?
that buff.
So it's like, you know, picking up
I'm
5
in the
vacuum
gym for about a
cleaners
year.
there.
Right.
Now
I
watch
then
this.
was to go to the cafe.
It's on. It's
Right.
full. It's chock-a-block.
sure?
You let it rip, Charlie.
You're absolutely
You
sure?
let it rip.
Right. Oh,
And look,
come on.
Charlie, I'll show you how much
This
confidence.
is flying out. We've
There's
from the
my
busiest
foot, Charlie.
part.
Are you ready?
Oh, come on. Look.
That's how much confidence. And it's full. And look, it's tiny, yes, which it is, but it's got plenty of suck for your buck. All right?
I'm
It
sure
really
some
has.
people think when you got
And look.
a smaller, lightweight vacuum, you think, are you going to sacrifice power? Well, proof's in the pudding. Absolutely blown away by this. Already, we predicted this. The blue is the most popular, normally is. Perhaps you want it in purple though. Would you like a fancy gold colour? You can have it in green if you want. It's one item number, then it's a drop-down menu just on the website, shopontv.co.uk. Type in that item number on the top. It's 697491. Or give our call centre a ring. It's 03333 241 241. We are busy. Is it normally like this? You love the Merlin. Right, lightweight, under 2 kilos. No longer do you have to lug big vacuums up and down the stairs. Maybe your mum struggles with that. Try, buy this. Right, 850 watts. We've seen what that means with that bowling ball. A 6-metre cable. You've got lots of freedom with this. A built-in dual HEPA filter removes the finest dust particles. I mean, that gives you peace of mind, folks. I don't want to be breathing that in personally. Converts into a handheld for tight spaces and corners. And of course, you've got a 2-year manufacturer's warranty. Activate that online. Once again, you've got that peace of mind. Right, normally you would be paying £69.99. Please don't spend that. You don't need to. If you buy it now, whilst we're live here on Shop on TV, it's just gone, well, approaching midnight. 3 payments of £20.98. It's literally one today. That'll be paid off by January, okay? Right. This is ridiculously busy.
Really quickly.
This packs a punch.
Well, all I'm going to do is quickly show the viewers at home how to empty it. So we press this little button on the top because I need to show you the filter system. This is why it's so clever. When I pull the filter out, you're going to watch. You remember all the hair that was on the carpet? Watch how it's actually stuck to the actual filter itself. Now, with a traditional vacuum, all that hair would normally get stuck inside the filter. You'd have to take a little brush to clean it out.
Yeah, that's time consuming.
That's normally why vacuum cleaners lose power. They lose suction. Watch what we've done, Charlie. We created a hair sieve.
Oh.
So it collects all the hair, okay? Now, all I'm going to do now, obviously dust particles will still get through that. So I'm just going to tap it out on the wood floor.
Yeah.
So you can see all the dust.
Wow.
Now you wash this in the machine or by hand, okay? You just let them air dry though, okay? Just let them naturally dry.
So you reuse that time and time
You
again.
can use it over and over
So
again.
is that the HEPA filter?
That's a HEPA filter. Remember, you'll get 2 years out of a HEPA filter, but there's 2 in the kit. So while you're washing one, there's a spare.
Oh, so you can keep cleaning.
You keep going. There's no messing around.
And that helps
You're not waiting for anything
grab hold
to dry.
of the finer, smaller particles
Exactly.
in the air. HEPA filters, honestly, I wouldn't buy a vacuum without one. Right, only choice you need to make is the colour. Blue is always the most popular. I actually quite like the gold. I think that's quite fancy. A gold vacuum. Maybe you want the green. They're exactly the same. What colour would look best in your house? You might be buying it for a gift. Right, yeah, 3 payments of £20.98. Right, Luke, what do you want to do next?
Right, let's go. We've got some dust already down there, so let's carry on that. We've got a mixture of hair in there as well. And obviously all the little bits of crumbs, excuse me. So this could be like, maybe you've got someone in the house, like the builders, etc., made a little bit of a mess, maybe you plaster dust, etc., just
Sand it down.
Remember, it just kicks in straight away. You might have a motorhome or caravan. Fabulous in the motorhome or caravan, because you wouldn't be able to use a big, bright vacuum cleaner in those small areas.
Yeah.
So remember, think about not just for the home, think about the car, the motorhome, the caravan. We sell so many to boat owners too. I do all the boat shows year in, year out. Remember, there's nothing, or there's no surface, should I say, that it won't work on.
No.
So as I say, a real wood, a wood laminate, an Antico, a Cardine, a soft cushion floor, it really doesn't matter. And watch, when I go to the carpet, Charlie, I'm not messing around with a setting.
There's no setting.
I'm not changing anything. I just glide over, excuse me, and look at the hair. I mean, folks, it gets into a short pile, a deep pile, the rug, the runner, shag 2, could even be Berber. I mean, it doesn't matter what type of surface, okay? You've got that coral type, you know, those coral type of rugs or runners?
Yes, like
it works on those too.
Yeah.
Now remember, because we haven't put a roller inside it, there's none of that nasty hair getting matted all the way around the roller. There's no more cutting it away and losing half the brush like you would do normally. Now, what I love about this, Charlie,
So you haven't got to worry about hairs winding round
that's
the
what I
roller.
mean. Normally you'd cut it away.
Oh, that's
We don't have to cut it away anymore.
So none of that.
watch this.
Right.
Even though, Charlie, do me a favour, if you take some of that, make a bit of a mess right at the front of the stairs. Go on,
I
you
feel
make a mess.
rude.
Don't you worry. Go on.
Well, all over here.
Look at that, eh? Make a good mess. Now try and get it right
I've
onto
got
the
some
edge,
hair down
please.
there.
Because even though it's not got a brush, this is what I love about it. You'll
Right.
still get edge to edge cleaning each and every single time.
So down your skirting boards.
Every single time. So down the side of the skirting boards, maybe. You know where's a really hard area to clean?
Yeah.
Beside the toilet and the wall, there's a very small, narrow area.
Yes.
It'll actually fit directly down there. That's why we made like a nice small head. Great for the actual caravans and things like that, as I say, the motorhomes.
Well, it's a good point because when that's a handheld, you can even put that in a drawer.
Well, that's
you
it.
can store it in
Now,
a cupboard.
if I was using it in my car, like around the footwell area where you get all the stones and the little bits of
Gravel and
So
dirt.
what I simply do is I'm going to flick this little switch. This is going to remove the handle. As simple as that, so it doesn't get in my way, like it's not going to hit the door frame while I'm moving. So it gives me, you know, it gives me a bit of range. It makes me be free. Now, I pop my foot on and I give it a slight little tug like that. So basically now, you imagine I don't have to use it with an attachment. If I want to get around the footwell of the car, I could just use it like that. Or let's just say, Charlie, for argument's sake, on a Sunday morning, someone's got a shaky hand and they've spilt a little bit of coffee, it's got everywhere, the sugar, or you've
coffee
got...
granules goes right in the
Right
carpet, doesn't it? You
Well,
step on it, you grind it in.
Or the kids come in, they've got the cornflakes.
Oh.
I tell you what, Charlie, you step away.
Are you sure?
You go on, you step away.
I
I've
feel
heard
so
you're a good
rude
little
today,
tap
I really
dancer.
do.
Go on,
There we go.
that's it. Crunch it all in.
It's a good time to show off my tap
That's
dancing
it.
now, isn't it?
These floors aren't for looking at, they're for walking on, Charlie.
Right,
Okay?
there we go.
So let's get that right in there.
Is that
So
bad enough?
That's good, okay?
Right,
So it's
okay.
fabulous, that. So like I said, you don't even have to use it with an attachment. Look at that power. Look at that. Oh my God. And you get all the little attachments, which we'll run through in a second for you, okay? So,
Well,
go.
do you know what? I'm absolutely blown away. You know what? We had a huge stock, okay? 10% of the entire stock we've got here at ShopOnTV has gone. And we've only been on this for, what, 50 minutes. So interestingly, purple is now in the lead. You are absolutely loving that. It comes with all the attachments. We're currently looking at it. Do you know what? I love Luke's passion on this. You can tell I'm passionate about this. You guys who have already bought it absolutely love it. Thanks so much for your emails. Thanks so much for your testimonials. Now, we have got one we're going to show you right now, actually. Judge P has been in touch. Now, if you are watching, thank you, because I know you're impressed with this. Judge P, cool name, by the way, says, this is the second one of these fabulous Hoovers I have owned. The first one lasted ages and still works, but I treated myself to an upgrade. This is the answer for someone seeking a lightweight, easy-to-use vacuum. No need to charge. It's already ready. It's always ready. This new version is more powerful than my much heavier and more expensive models. I love it. Vacuum is no longer dreaded chore, which hurts my back, but a simple task that even a frail older person can do with this model. Absolutely right. Imagine lugging this up and down the stairs. It's less than 2 kilograms. It's so light. We have now reached the busiest part of the show. Do check out your baskets. Not to be rude, but it's not yours until you've checked out, okay? If you're tempted by it, go for it. This is like our winter stock, by the way. We're hoping to do more and more shows of this. I don't know where we're going to go. Luckily, we've got even more products on the show we're going to go through because this is not going to last, I don't think, until 3 a.m. We've actually got 39 days till Christmas. Now, look, I mean, look, if you know someone who, because I actually like cleaning, maybe you got an elderly mother, a grandparents, you know, do they struggle to have their big heavy vacuums around the house? This is just under 2 kilograms. This will be a very, very worthwhile and very practical gift, actually. Right, £20.98 today. That's all you pay. That's your first payment of 3. Right, any questions, email us in studio@shopontv.co.uk or just say good morning. We are live here on ShopOnTV. We're just getting started. Flying.
So, remember, you've got that 6-metre power cord, so you'll get from the top to the bottom of the stairs without unplugging it. Unless you live in a big mansion, that is the case, okay? And if that is the case, it's not you, it's the cleaner. It's the cleaner. So let her unplug it if that's the case. So what I've done, Charlie, very quickly, is I've put the upholstery pad on. So I just want to show the folks at home that you can use it on any type of upholstery. So bed, sofa, mattress, armchair. Look at it tackle the hair. It's actually pulling it in. You can actually see it actually drawing things directly in. And that's that power of that 850 watt motor.
I'm blown away.
Remember, what Merlin make, they don't make a lot, but they make to the highest quality. They make it to the highest standard. Remember, this evening we've got another 2 great products to show you, made by Merlin. Remember, if you're going to use it on the rise, ladies and gentlemen, we can just take this out, we can spin it 180 degrees, we're going to pop it straight back in. It'll go in both ways. So that way, you can go directly onto the rise.
idea you could do that.
Or maybe you wanted to use it on the back of the headboard, maybe hair, you know, from the ladies or the gents, anyone with long
Or the
hair.
back of car seats.
Back of car seats, exactly.
Curtains.
Curtains. If you're using it on curtains, just a little tip.
Yeah.
Use it in conjunction with the pole.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Pop that in.
Right.
Use it in conjunction with the pole. That way you don't have to stand on like a stool or anything. We'd like people to be safe. Now, also remember, you've got that amazing crevice tool.
And it's a good long one, actually.
Yeah. Normally they're quite short. So the idea is you can get right down between that like 6-inch gap between the seat and the handbrake, you know, where it hits the floor, etc.
Around my sofa, so I haven't looked behind there for ages, and I'm a bit worried about it. But not with this crevice.
Well, you know, if you want to get really far back to the back of the sofa, use it again in conjunction with the handle. It'll lay super flat. I mean, you can see how flat it lays. Most vacuum cleaners won't lay that flat at home. So switch it on. So even if it's laid completely flat down, as you can see, if you've got the crevice tool on, it'll just cut through absolutely.
It just pulls it in.
Every little bit of dirt. So like I said, right up the corners, right up the edges. If you want to dust the skirting boards, we can do all the skirting boards without bending down, or get any of those maybe cobwebs high up, because remember, as we break it down, it becomes lighter and lighter. It's at basically 2 kgs when it's, you know, fully assembled.
Right.
As we break it down, as I say, it's just going to become lighter and lighter. You have a feel of power as well.
Yeah. Oh, you can feel.
Do me a favour,
power.
Charlie.
It's not really loud either,
Just
is
switch
it?
it off.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if the camera can pick this up. If you hold it out in your hand.
Yeah.
And then I'd like you to switch it on. You'll feel the torque. You're going to feel it really twitch your hand.
Right, we ready? Oh, I
Yeah,
like
so that's the 850 watts. You really feel that torque kick in.
You can feel that
power.
Guys,
that
you can feel it.
850 watts.
Absolutely feel it.
You can really see that torque kick in. And remember, the reason we're getting such good power all the time is, unlike a traditional vacuum cleaner, remember that the air that we're actually pulling in, it's not going all the way up a big long silver pipe, all the way back down the flexi hose. The motor is literally there. It travels a distance of about 6 inches. So you are literally just sucking every little bit up. So it doesn't matter, as I say.
It's so well engineered.
It's so cleverly made. Literally, Merlin, they think about every little detail. Yeah, great if you've got no space. We can pack it up. It would fit into a tiny little cupboard, which it would do, under a sink, under the stairs, wherever you want to go. It doesn't really matter, to be honest with you. To be honest, you can actually hang it up as well.
If you take off the handle, I could put that in a drawer.
In a drawer.
Under the bed easily, or under the cupboard under the stairs, obviously.
There's those crumbs that you really crunched in for me as well. So, and remember, right up to the edges. There's always going to be edge-to-edge cleaning when you use the Merlin 2-in-1.
I'm absolutely blown away.
Every single time.
Luke, thank you so much. And don't forget, we're with Luke, thankfully, until 3 a.m. this morning. Any questions? Because it's important that you're happy. That's why we're live, to interact with you guys at home. Studio at ShopOnTV.co.uk. Right, now, this is the Merlin 2-in-1. As you've just seen, it's your upright. It's your handheld. Right, this is all about Merlin today. Or it's a Merlin showcase. Have a cheeky look on the website. Do shop ahead, because you're going to see the sealable trays in a second. The Sweep Easy is the only broom I would ever want now. Honestly, if you've seen this before, £20 if it's for your carpet, you know, taking dog hairs, cat hairs off carpet. It could be used on spillages that's wet and dry. This is absolutely ideal. Seriously, when you see the demonstration, you're going to want one. You're bound to. And you're still saving money on that too. I'm blown away. And you've got different colour options there too. Right, now then. I have also been looking forward to this. Do you know what? This is something that's brand new tonight. Now, Luke and I were chatting. When it comes to cooking food preparation, do you waste lots of cling film? Do you worry about that? Do you worry about wasting lots of foil? Because I do. This is a great alternative, Luke.
This is a
No.
This is a no.
No more of that.
I've been so excited to bring this product. Remember, this is a first ever exclusive in the UK to ever be seen on the TV.
This is a buzz.
Absolutely.
We're buzzing with it.
Honestly. So we're going to just show the people this at home. I'm just going to take this apart. Now, the reason they come in two pieces like so,
Yeah.
the dishwasher. Makes things nice and easy. It's dishwasher safe. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Microwave safe. Fridge.
Nice.
Freezer. So we've covered the whole kitchen. Now, what a lot of people think when they see the clever trays is they can only put something flat inside it. That's what everyone thinks.
Do you know what? That looks fantastic, isn't it? So the actual cling film, the film bit, you haven't got to replace.
No, but watch this, Charlie.
Right. Oh, that's blown
Film
away.
is an industrial film, so it's designed.
That's
to
really
stretch.
impressive.
Can you see that?
So-
How it stretches. It's not piercing. I'm pushing one way.
I mean, you're trying.
and
You're
one
putting
the next.
pressure
Yeah,
on
I'm
that
putting
now.
pressure on that. You can see that. Now, look, it's just gone a little bit loose. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
Now, basically, as soon as we place this into a dishwasher,
Yeah.
under hot water, it shrinks back to its original shape and size.
It's just got a memory. That's so clever.
Let me just quickly show you this. I'm just going to boil my little kettle I've got down there. But while we do that, while that's boiling away, let's show the folks at home.
Yeah.
So here's a flat tray. We've got something quite large. I'm just going to use an avocado. Avocados are really expensive.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, so expensive. We slice half.
And they colour quite quickly, don't
so
they?
it stops the food browning.
There you
So
go.
what we're going to do, we pop it into the centre, as you can see. Now what I like to do is keep these open up. And you just press down with your two thumbs there and lock. It creates an airtight seal around the
I know
side.
what you mean, yeah.
Because if you ever buy anything like this, ladies and gentlemen, at home, you will know, and you do know, that this never reseals. So eventually the bacon starts to dry out, it starts to crack, the same as the cheese, the pastries, the amount of pastries we throw away. That's my pet hate in our fridge. Someone wants half a cucumber, this all starts to dry out, it gets nasty. Drives me insane. So basically, anything that you've already opened, we pop inside the clever tray. It's going to give you that much longer life, which it will. But not only that, watch. Not only will it stop things from drying out and cracking,
Right.
yeah, but it also stops the odour and the smell.
smells.
So no smells get through it.
Especially things like fish and stuff.
Aha! So watch this. So if you've got salmon and mackerel inside the fridge at Christmas time, normally you open the fridge and what hits you? That smell of mackerel, that smell of salmon.
you don't want
All odours are contained. Now watch this. I love this. If you are putting them in the fridge or the freezer, what's the worst thing about the fridge? Stacking things. You know, normally when you've got something like this, you've got it wrapped round maybe your a bowl or a plate. And the other thing with this, you don't know what's inside it without taking a peek.
Yeah.
You'll always be able to see through your
Especially with foil.
clever tray. Yeah, you'll never see through the foil. Now watch. You can take these trays, okay, and you can stack them however you like, okay? So right just here, it only looks like there's one tray. Yeah, we've actually got 4 trays there.
Oh, amazing.
Okay?
So you can store it in the fridge like that?
So, this is the bit. We can store it flat, like this, but we can go into an upright position like this. But what happens when we're in an upright position like this? Nothing will slip, nothing slides, nothing falls down to the bottom of the packet and
so you
spoils
file
in
it
the
away
juice.
in your kitchen.
Exactly
It's like
that.
you're filing.
Now, what I do, this is me at home, this is just personally. Ladies and gentlemen, if I was you at home, I would take a pack of green and a pack of red. Green for veg, red for meat. Just by the colour, you'll know what's inside the tray.
idea.
Okay, we also do the grey as well, but that's what I do.
Do you know what?
Green
you might
for
want
meat, red
put
for veg.
cooked meat in the grey, for example.
Exactly. Great.
Yeah.
You can also marinate in them, so it can be wet meats too. All right, so great for marinating.
So for barbecues next summer, food preparation.
Food prep. Now, let's shrink this back down. Okay, so we get all these trays. So can you see that, how it's gone? We'll make it worse than this.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me. I'll get that in a second, don't worry. So we'll make it really soggy and we'll really loose. Can we see that?
Yeah, we can see that.
If I do it on a bit of an angle, you might be able to see it more. Now, what I'm going to do is just lean down there. Thank you so much. I've got a kettle here. Now, you don't need to use the kettle at home, ladies and gents. If you've got a dishwasher, the dishwasher will naturally do this, just from the heat from the dishwasher.
So on a normal setting with your
normal
plates.
setting, just pop it in. When you get it out, it's going to look like those. But watch this. You wouldn't believe it.
Right,
This is
right.
why it's called the clever tray.
Oh, so it goes back to the original form.
So
when you pull it out of the dishwasher, that's what it's going to look like.
every single time, back to being nice and tight.
I mean, you were
so
really
it's
stretching
100%. So 100% reusable. Cash in the trash every single time.
And in landfill.
Not even that.
With cling film.
Well, how many times, Charlie, have you been in the kitchen? You're poking, you're picking,
don't.
your
I've
legs are
wasted
crossed.
hours.
Yeah, your tongue's hanging out for good luck.
Oh, it's
right.
finding the end of cling film saps the life out
I've
of
got a
it.
great little one here for you. When you
This
place
is
them in
busy.
the microwave, Charlie, 'cause
Yeah.
it is all microwave safe, every bit of it, yeah? Always a little tip, open one side, we're going to let the air escape. It's called burping, okay?
right.
You know, like a normal Tupperware dish, you're just going to let the air escape. So you know what I love it for? A leftover slice of pizza.
Yeah. Oh.
You know, instead of it all drying out overnight, any leftover pizza, pop it in there, clay the tray in, look, pop it into, I'm sorry, I'm using a small fridge, but
Yeah,
I'm giving you
we
the
get the
idea
idea.
that you can use the sides, because normally you can actually load them into the side drawers. I've just brought a mini fridge just to show everyone.
I'm thinking like a cheese board at Christmas.
Cheese
You might-
board's
You might
great.
even serve
Picnics.
it on here, and when someone's finished, plop the lid on in the fridge.
Or the other
Done.
one, you know the kids, if they want to take a pack up to school,
Yeah.
it takes up less space than a lunchbox.
That's a good idea.
Do you know what I mean? In your back part. I love it for this. Look.
Busiest part of the show for this already. You just choose your colour. Do you want the green, do you want the red, or do you want the grey?
The fruits.
Oh,
It stops
nice.
it drying out. So if there's any leftover lemons and limes, maybe you're doing cocktails, maybe you've got leftover tomatoes and lemons and limes where you've been cooking. So you can actually put multiples inside one tray. You might have a couple of different cheeses left at Christmas time,
Yes,
like
yeah.
I don't know, a mature cheddar to a red Leicester to a brie. So then we can
What,
literally...
good taste,
we could
by
get
the way.
our-
That's a nice
We could get our
selection
nice...
of cheese
Yeah,
there.
we can get our cheeses.
Do you know-
Great for cheeses alone.
What about like food preparation for Christmas time?
Great for
Maybe
food
you
preps.
prep the day
Okay,
before, chop the veg.
exactly.
Anything we can do to ease the pressure on Christmas Day,
Your sausages,
this is going to help.
great for your sausages as well. Your vol au vents, obviously remember that as well. And I'll tell you what I like.
What even is a vol au vent?
You know the
Does anyone
cakes?
even know?
What do you mean you
Are
don't
they-
know
are they
what
the
a
little
vol au vent
pastry
is?
things?
Come on.
Or
Yeah.
we should have had some vol au vents for the show. That would have been fun. Yeah.
Right, just do me a favour. Now, believe it or not, I was at the Warrington studio a few days ago.
Oh, yeah?
And we did a little filming for this.
We'll be seeing that soon, no doubt.
Yeah, you know all this food?
Yeah.
It's from there.
Is it really?
So this is actually about 2 to 3 days old now. It's never once been in a refrigerator.
Right.
That's plugged in.
And
Feel
the
that?
cake is still moist.
Still
There we
moist
go.
and soft.
That is absolutely fantastic.
Exactly.
It just feels held there, doesn't it?
And that's it. Nothing slips or slides.
Right, I'm just thinking, how much money do you spend on cling film in weeks, months, years? This is going to last you. And don't forget, you're going to get 2 trays in the pack. So that's 2 trays, 2 lids. Right, do you want the red, the grey, or the green? It's one item number, so 474607. The red is already in the lead. And honestly, Luke's idea, you might want to put raw meat in red, cooked meat in grey, veg in green, who knows? So you might be buying one of each colour. Now, we've got to remind you of that vacuum. It's the 2-in-1 Merlin. The purple is in the lead. You can also have it in green, blue, or gold. You get the filter, of course, included. An extra filter included. Now, ordinarily, folks, you would be paying £69.99. Because of the suction power, that's worth every single penny. But now it's £57.99. That's another reason why we've had one of the busiest shows with the Merlin 2-in-1. Guys, seriously, if you live in a big stately home, a small apartment, caravans, motorhomes, this is going to be so, so good. You've got the best of both worlds there. Right, that is flying. We need to talk to you about the Sweep Easy. Luke, I saw your demonstrations with this.
This is like
I love it.
one of my favourite things. It doesn't matter. Every time I grab it, I get excited. And it is one of the most amazing things. It's so effective. It's super lightweight, I can't tell you. It never misses a thing. Between the broom and the actual floor, you're creating a solid wall, so nothing can escape like a bristle broom. Everything, can escape through the bristles.
Yeah.
Now, there is a few do's, there's a few don'ts.
Yeah.
Right. So if we use it on a carpet, there's a secret. Use short, sharp little strokes. And what it does, it creates an electrostatic
collecting
charge.
it.
Yeah. And it'll actually lift the hair out the pile of the carpet. Now also as well, we can turn it into a little handheld. I'll come to that in a second. We'll go on to the hard floors.
Right.
Because it's the hard floors, in my opinion, that are the worst to clean. Like if you've got a real wood floor.
Oh, especially in kitchens.
They get the dust.
They get dirty and horrible.
Very dusty.
Right.
You might have like birds in the house and they get like the seeds.
Right.
We've got some seeds down there, so some big crumbs, okay. Yeah, and also another one of the pains, if you've got cats, it's like cat litter and things like that.
Yes, yes.
So we are going to get some cat litter on there as well, just to show you how good.
You're having
This
fun with this, aren't you,
really
Luke?
is.
I can
Yeah,
tell.
yeah. I was always designed to make a mess. But my favourite bit is it gets into all the grout lines, all to the nooks and the crannies. My wife loves me when I get these products and bring them home and I'm just making messes all over
Dolly,
the floor.
what are you doing now?
Yeah, I make more mess than I do cleaning.
So there you
should
are,
agree
throwing
with me.
litter on the floor.
Litter, you should see me. Oh, honestly, I'm a nightmare. So this is about the sweepies. So watch this. Anytime you put it on a surface and you pull it towards you, as I say, it creates that solid wall. So nothing escapes. Nothing
That's
escapes
really
it.
clever.
And again, it doesn't matter if I use it on the real wood, the wood laminate, the Anticos, the Cardines, the soft cushioned floor. And remember, because there's no bristles,
Oh, yeah.
nothing to bend or misshape. These are super, super strong. Bend them right into the skirting board, right into that kickboard, and bring everything out.
Yeah.
If you do a wet spill, it's amazing on
So
wet
if you had
spills
milk
too.
with that cereal,
Yeah, so cereals.
You
and
don't
things
want milk
like that.
going in
No, you
a
don't want
bristle
milk
brush,
going
do
all
you?
in the bristle brush. No, exactly
milk
that.
stinks.
Now, also, you can use it obviously on the floors, but if you've got a walk-in shower or wet room, it's great on the bathroom wall tiles for the excess condensation that you'd get on the walls.
Because that can build
Great
up
for
with
that.
soap, scum and all
So
sorts.
there's a little button on the side, just there where my finger is.
Oh, yeah.
And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to press that little button in,
Right.
and that's going to remove the head.
So it's like a, it's
So
a
what
window
that could-
squeegee.
What we could do with this now, we could do a couple of things. We could use it in the car, on the car seats,
Right.
to remove the dog hair. Or maybe you want to use it in the boot of the car. Or you could be using it on the staircase, okay? So it's
Honest.
great on the hairs.
So
But what?
if you've got a Labrador that likes to sit on the sofa.
Yeah, exactly that.
Right.
But when you turn it into a handheld, I'm not going to use that one just because it's full of hair, because it's created that static charge or the hair stuck to it. We're going to go onto the glass. So obviously remember you got them in a choice of 3 colours. You got the red, you got the grey, you got the blue. So whatever your favourite colour is. Just basically take any type of glass cleaner. Doesn't matter what brand, which it doesn't, okay? And literally this could be a shower door, this could be a shower screen, it could be the car windscreen. And literally, not
wow.
only will it leave it streak and smear free, but it's bone dry, feel it. Completely bone dry.
Honestly, that is completely bone dry.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that time now, but in the summertime, you can go outside on a rainy day
Yeah.
and you get all the excess water off garden furniture and things like that.
Yes.
So it's great for the wet jobs. In the winter time, which we're getting into now, we've not had much ice and snow. The winter's been quite
coming,
kind
isn't
to
it,
us
I
so
think,
far.
though? It's bound
But
to be coming.
you can actually use it for scraping off the ice and snow off the windscreen of the car.
Like it. I
You know what
like
I mean?
it.
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
got so many different uses. The other thing, cleaning. Just give it a quick rinse, give it a wipe. Maybe just use your favourite antibacterial spray, and you're good to go.
You're good to go.
And remember, you get 2 of these. So you've got one for inside,
Right.
one for outside. So you've got this one here. This is the more rigid one. This is the one that you'd use on the floors, okay? And then you've got this one.
So you get 2 for £20.
2 for 20. I mean, yeah.
Right.
So this is the one that we're going to use on the floors. This is the one for more rigid ones. And this one is going to be your alternative one for wet work.
Right.
So you've got one dry.
Oh, I like it.
It just makes sense. It
re-
just makes sense
it
to have
really
one
does.
wet, one dry. Instead of trying to use the same one, wiping it and drying it, just pick up the second broom.
So
Boom.
to clean it, you just rinse it.
Rinse it off. Or keep one in the bathroom. You know, as I said, for getting all that excess water off the tiles. And then just keep
Yeah,
one.
just like this,
Just like that, yeah.
Oh, so there we got milk there. If someone spills some, I don't know, wine or some beer, or someone spills some water, you know, or maybe you had a bit of an accident in the kitchen. Do you know what, though? I would far rather use this Sweep Easy as opposed to an old-fashioned bristle brush. Do you know what, when I attempt to have a moment of inspiration in the kitchen. You know, I like to do a little bit of cooking, but stuff goes everywhere. There's bits of onion on the floor. You know, there could be bits of cucumber there. Oh, bits of pasta, all sorts. I get a bit crazy in the kitchen, but seriously, there's no way I want to take a bristle brush on that floor. You don't want to be pulling out bits of hair. You don't want to be pulling out bits of onion. Oh, it's disgusting. It's horrible. They start smelling. They're a nightmare to clean. But not this, not the Sweep Easy. You're already buying this. You're already going for it.
For health and safety reasons,
Right.
there's some
What's that?
glass in there.
Right.
Okay.
This is important. I know where you're going with this.
Now, normally you've got Uncle Frank and he's dropped a glass. You know, the old party animal.
Yeah, yeah. That could be a china plate.
Now, I don't just want the big ones. I'm going to get the nice, fine ones down there. There we go. So that is a hell of a lot of glass.
I wouldn't want to take a vacuum to this necessarily.
Well, the problem is, you know, normally you vacuum clean it, which you do, and then for a couple of days, you're still thinking in the side of your mind, is there a little bit down there?
Honestly, I'm terrible with that.
Glitter, little toddlers walking around, you know, they've got
I
their
always
fingers and
check
toes
it. I try
everywhere.
and see if it catches the light, any bits left. Yeah.
Now remember, you use Sweepies. I use it with confidence because it's silicone. I know that silicone, it creates edge-to-edge cleaning every single time. So basically, I'm just going to make little piles at the back of the floor. So I'm just going to try and get as much as I can.
Yeah.
I'm going to go all the way to the back, and I'm going to show you how much confidence I've got. And you can see, I don't know if we can move in, I've got the really fine shards there.
It's like dust, glass dust. There.
You can see it in my fingertips just there.
See, I wouldn't want to even empty that out.
Now I'm going to drop this back a further more.
Okay.
All right, so everyone can see at home, I've not cheated in any way, shape or form.
Oh, that is really... So a couple of sweeps over just to make sure. Yeah. There you go. Luke, there you go.
Not a shed, not a drop.
And that's peace of
Nothing.
mind. Talk about peace of mind.
Peace of
right
mind.
there.
Oh, peace of mind.
Folks, you're going to get two, don't forget. This is busy. Now, again, normally this would be £30, but now it's 20. So which colour would you like? You can have it in various different ones. You can have it in the blue, you can have it in the grey, or the red, whichever one you want. They're all exactly the same, just the colour, of course. Drop down menu and then make your choice. That, my friends, is an incredible piece of kit. Honestly, for me, in a nutshell, no more cleaning out bristles, no more cleaning out brushes. If you got bits of milk or just bits of dirt on this, you know, kids walk in with muddy wellies, you haven't got to rinse those out of a brush, you just rinse it off the silicone. It's gonna be easier, isn't it? Right. £20, 174500. John, very warm welcome. You're about to be watching us on ITV1, on STV, wherever you're watching from. Thank you so much indeed. We love having your company. Right, we've got lots more to go through. Now, Luke and I, we are here until 3 a.m. If you've got any questions, email us in studio at ShopOnTV.co.uk. Right, when it comes to various different household items, we have got you covered. Regardless of how big your house is, it makes no difference. Any single household can do with these deals. The trays are fantastic. The Squeeze Easy is fantastic. But now, let's revisit this. This is the Merlin 2-in-1. This is your upright. This is your handheld vacuum. Now, 20% of the winter stock, not just the stock we had saved for this show, 20% of the winter stock is gone. We've had about 20 minutes or so of airtime on this. To get through that amount of stock already is bonkers, absolutely bonkers. Right, now, which colour would you like? If you want to go for the gold, the blue, the purple or the green, whichever one you choose, exactly the same. You've still got that suction power, 850 watts of power here. Some people do think because you've got a lightweight vacuum, you're sacrificing power. Well, Luke just lifted up a 10-pin bowling ball with this. I'm hoping we're going to do that again soon because it's one of my favourite demonstrations. You've got a 6-metre cord. So do you know what? If you got a vacuum with a small cord, you know, you're snagging it. It looks like a zip line, doesn't it? Because it's waving in the air. You've got 6 metres. So less bending up and down. in and out of plug sockets. It's going to be fantastic. So once again, your item number, 961491. Now, PayPal is there to be used if you need it, if you want to spread the cost interest-free. Lots of you are. 3 payments of £20.98. It's literally just £20.98 today. Thanks so much and well done if you've got it. In the back of your mind, just know you've got this at a bargain price. The usual price is still good, but you're saving a lot of money here today. Right,
so
Luke,
Charlie, look at that, you're all right. So under 2 kgs in weight, I can pick it up with 1 finger. That's how easy it really is, okay? Now, just remember, ladies and gentlemen, that the on-off switch is just there. So what I recommend is don't bend over to switch it on. Pick it up, it's super lightweight. Switch it on, it's as easy as that. And remember, you use it on any type of flooring. So whether you've got that real wood like we're using down here, you might have the laminate flooring, great on laminate, by the way. Antico, Cardine, soft cushion floors, textured floors too. So if it's like a non-slip surface in a bathroom, maybe you've got like an elderly person that wants to use it in the bathroom and they've got that really textured non-slip surface, it's great on those too. Now remember, a couple of little things for everyone to know at home. We've got rid of the roller that runs around on the inside, because all you ever find with those rollers, especially if you've got anyone in the house with long hair or you've got a pet, all the hair goes around the roller.
You have to cut it off with scissors. It's a nightmare.
And it just creates more problems in the long run.
Yeah, it does.
So the idea is, if it's not got a roller, it's very maintenance-free, very minimal maintenance for it, which there is. I mean, I'll get to that in a minute. I'll show you how really easy it is to empty it out and to clean it all. It doesn't matter if we use it on that short pile, deep pile, that rug, that runner. Even though, ladies and gentlemen, we've got no roller in there, it's picking all that hair up. And you can see it all going around the actual filter in there. Yeah. Now what we're going to do, even though we've not got the roller, I just want to prove that we will get edge-to-edge cleaning right up those stairs. So it doesn't matter if we go flat on, like I'm going now, or maybe
so right up to your skirting boards.
Skirting boards, right up to the fridge, the tumble dryer.
You can go quite low down. So you can go under coffee tables.
Coffee tables.
Oh, I like it.
Because the handle articulates nice and low, do you know what I mean? Which it does. Now, we're going to basically show you a couple of little things. We're going to show you how to remove the handle. So, little button there.
Yeah.
That's just going to remove it. Simple as that. You can also take the head off. I do that with my foot and I just give it a tug. That's it. You don't need to. You could use your hands if you feel more comfortable using your hands. Now I'm just going to show the viewers at home how to empty it, because it's got super full. Actually, why it's full.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do it again.
We're going to do it.
Let's do it again.
Oh, I've never
It's your favourite bit. I knew it was your favourite bit. I saw the twinkle in your eye.
Right, now, do you know, so this is 850 watts, these vacuums.
Yep.
And, John, I think, let's be honest, some people think, when it comes to, you know, lighter weight vacuums, you think, are we sacrificing suction power? Look, when you buy a vacuum, you want it to suck really hard. You know, you want it to be really powerful. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? Right, but I didn't know what 850 watts meant. I won't lie to you. But this illustrates the power you've got with the Merlin 201. We've actually now reached one of the busiest parts of the show. Wherever you're watching from, thanks so much. Do you want it in blue, gold, green or purple? Whichever one you order, this is the power you've got. Right, are you ready?
850 watts, whenever you're ready. We're ready when you are.
This feels weird doing this.
Don't worry.
It's a real tempting bowling ball.
This. They get so worried. Go on.
You ready?
I'm ready when you are.
Come on.
It's 850, and that's full of the hair. It's full of all the crumbs, the dust, and there's no loss of power. And remember, I mean, look, for that price, you tell me anywhere else you can get a vacuum cleaner, lightweight like that, at that price, with the attachments that you get, with a 2-year warranty guarantee, a second filter as well,
you can't go wrong with that. That's money well spent, folks. You're spending your money wisely.
You are spending your money wisely. So let's show the folks at home now how very quickly it is to empty it. So we simply press that little button on the top there. It's as simple as that, so there's no bags to replace, which there isn't, because those bags are expensive alone. Cost you £5 or £6 a pack for a vacuum cleaner, the bags that you normally put in.
You're always replacing them. That just seems money badly spent.
Double filter.
Okay.
We're probably one of the, I'd say there's only a couple that are doing this, but we are one of the ones that started it off, which we are. the double filter system. So any hair, it looks like you've got Cousin It round that, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Literally, a little twist to the right and you'll hear a click, and that's it off. That's just basically going to prolong the filter's life of clogging up with hair. Now, don't get me wrong, before you wash this, because we've done a hell of a lot of cleaning, there's going to be a lot of dust in this. You can see it's gone really dirty because I'm putting it through its test.
That's the HEPA filter.
So what I'm going to do very quickly, I'll just move that ball out the way. We're just going to tap it on the wood floor because the wood will bring it up really well. And not only that, it lets me clean it again. So literally just tap that over your bin or your neighbour's fence. I'm only joking. Don't really do it over your neighbour's fence.
So at home, how would you clean that then? Would you tap it in the bin?
Yeah, just tap it directly in the bin. Wash it in hot soapy water, or you can place it obviously in the machine. But always just let them air dry. Don't try and put it on a radiator with direct heat. Just let it naturally drip dry. That's why we give you two. There's no messing around. You pop your spare one in. And off you go.
Whilst one's drying, you've got another one to carry on cleaning. You should do your whole house with this, do your whole car with this.
Look, you've got a 2-year warranty.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean that just proves the quality.
That
and
says
another
confidence,
thing,
doesn't it?
You know, after the 2 years is up, let's just say, God forbid, you damaged a part, lost a piece.
Yes.
Any one piece is available to purchase from Merlin after that 2-year warranty and guarantee. So if you lost a piece...
So if you lost a crevice tool?
You could go and get another one online. Just give us a call. We can sort it out. We don't make you buy the whole thing over and over again.
That's so decent.
Of course. Why would we do that? We want you using it.
folks.
Exactly. A little tip, right? So basically, that is your full vacuum kit there. Yeah? Now watch this. In under 15 seconds, you can go from a handheld into an upright vacuum.
I would do my stairs as a handheld.
About 15 seconds that took me to fully assemble.
There you go.
I mean, you know,
I'd say
it's
less than
fast.
that.
Yeah, I probably would, you know. And that's it. That's all it takes. You've got your little crevice tools. You can be off and away. Literally switch it on there. Remember, it's light enough, not bending over to switch it on. Just pick it up. It's under 2 kgs. Everything's been thought about in the design. As I say, it doesn't matter if we're using it on a short pile, deep pile, those great hard floors that get really dusty. You know, the dust normally kicks up with a traditional vacuum. Literally, there's nothing kicking up. We're getting every little bit up.
Oh, it just pulls it off the floor, doesn't it?
It is worth its weight in gold. It really, really is.
So this could be your laminate, it could be your hardwood floors, your tiles, your vinyl, your parquet.
Yep.
What about deep pile carpets?
Doesn't matter.
Rugs?
Short pile, deep pile, as I say, the rug, the runner. You know the traditional vacuum cleaner as well? Not all of them, but sometimes when you use them on a rug or a runner,
yes,
the roller picks the rug and runner up and it all tangles up. No more tangling.
No!
So it won't pick the rugs up, it won't pick your runners up. It'll only pick up what's not meant to be there.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's bound to pick up dirt that you didn't even see was there.
Well, the other thing as well, what we did is, even though we didn't put a roller on it, we were quite clever. Because, you know, the odd time you might miss something. You might not be able to see this, but we've actually put a squidgy on the back as well.
Oh, yes.
It's not sharp, it's not abrasive, it can't scratch or damage. It just helps bring extra dirt and dust.
So it just guides the dirt into the suction
A bit like the sweepies, that little rubber there helps create static on the carpet, which helps lift the hair.
Oh, it is clever.
Hence why we didn't put a roller in. We didn't need to. This bit of rubber creates a static charge and helps lift the hair out.
It's a vacuum for £20.98 today. First payment of 3. That's on your PayPal. Go for it. It's there to be used. Right. We're 1 minute with 10%, never 20%. A quarter of the winter stock has gone. We're hoping to have some for shows and shows to come. We're worried we haven't even got enough stock now to get us through till 3 a.m. And I say that because it feels like we're getting busier and busier and busier. Guys, you can't go wrong with this. Vacuums, prices vary. We've just seen the power of the Merlin 201 pick up a 10-pin bowling ball. That's your peace of mind right there. This is busy. How about that? And seriously, that... what do we want? What more can we show you than that? That is really impressive. If it can do a bowling ball, you're going to have no problems with things like dog hair. It's going to be like bits of cereal on the floor, just dirt, and just everyday household.
Just general day-to-day dust and dirt. which we all just use it for. Like I said, whether it's just like I said, you're just spilling a bit of crumbs, in you go. I mean, you're just like a dustbuster, you know, a little ghostbuster. You're just running around here, there, and everywhere with it. You can't help it.
Childless inside, isn't it? Do you know what? We've got a testimonial here. Thanks so much. If you have bought this, email us in, let us know. Raul's been in touch, who says, great little vac. I liked the fact that this is not cordless. Yeah, you haven't got to worry about charging. It's a pain. Nice, powerful suction. Works great on my hardwood floors. Pretty easy to empty the container. I would definitely recommend. Kieran says, suction really shocked me. Fantastic value. And how it breaks down is really handy. Very happy. So this is people who bought this. They were so thrilled they wanted to email us in. Have a look on the website. It's the easiest way to order. ShopOnTV.co.uk. I've got to say, this is the talk of the town. The Merlin 2-in-1. You're upright, you're handheld in one. Now, do you worry about wasting cling film? I hate putting that in the bin. I think it's going off to landfill. I hate it. This, you buy it once, that's it. You don't have to buy more cling film. You don't have to buy more foil when it comes to food storage. They can stack on top of each other. And do you know what? They mould around your food. So it's bound to help your food last a bit longer. You know, similar to the sell-by dates or use-by dates on the original packaging, let's say. Anything to help us save food, that's going to be the one. Food preparation on Christmas Eve, get that veg chopped, get it sealed, get it in the fridge, whatever helps you ease the pressure of Christmas. That's going to be great. Avocados, they go brown quickly, don't they? Well, it slows down that, is it oxidation? I think it is with avocado. It is, isn't it? It slows that process down, so your avocados last longer there too. Really impressed. Now, we have got different colour options. Do you want it in the green? Do you want it in the red or the grey? You might buy red for your raw meat, you might have green for your veggies, you might have grey for your cooked meats, for example. Right, let's go back to this. We love that. The clever trays. Don't forget, if you're having this item, well, the Merlin 2-in-1 on PayPal Pay in 3, you can actually have those trays on 3 payments as well. So it makes sense to go for them together. Right,
so
then.
Let's show some more jobs. So we've done it as an upright. Let's turn it into that handheld, because when it's a handheld, it just turns the game. It really does. It's a game changer, should I say. So all the attachments just slide in and out. There's no buttons to press. There's no messing around. We make it easy for anyone with weak hands, dexterity problems, any carpal tunnel syndrome. It's easy.
It is light, isn't it?
Oh,
so
honestly,
light.
literally, as I say, I picked it up with one finger when it was fully assembled. Obviously, now it's just become lighter and lighter.
So when you're going up and down the stairs?
Up and down the stairs, 6-metre power cord, so you're not going to have to unplug it. It will get to the top, to the bottom of conventional staircases, which it will. So we'll use it on the stairs now. We've got the little upholstery pad on. So we'll show you on the wood. I've tried to get lots of hair down there. We will do it on the carpet too. But as I say, it doesn't matter what type of surface, what type of floor you want to use it on. It literally takes seconds to use.
Right, well.
Whether you want to go side on, like I said, it'll do the short piles, the deep piles.
Wooden stairs, that could be those stair runners.
We do Crufts Dog Show every single year. Do you know how many dog groomers love this little vacuum cleaner? Not only for the people that have like a dog grooming business, but they've got portables businesses.
Right,
they go around to people's houses, they take it, they've got the little vans and they use it for that. Portable hairdressers, they just take it as this. When they're done, they can literally
every salon can do with it, couldn't they?
And get all the little bits. So yeah, whether you're salons, maybe you own restaurants, you just want to give somewhere a quick clean, a quick sweep or a quick dust. We're not saying that we want to try and, you know, replace your big upright or the big leading vacuum cleaners, which we're not, but it takes literally a second to pick up and use, a second to set up, and it's super light.
And it's so easy to store. So if you are thinking of motorhomes, caravans, studio apartments where space is an issue, even if you've got a massive house, you don't want a vacuum taking over more space than you need to. That would fit in the drawer.
And remember, it doesn't matter what we're doing with it. So whether we're doing it on the short pile carpet, I've got a deeper one there. So I'm trying to show that it doesn't matter what type of surface, what type of floor that you want to use it on. It doesn't really matter. Remember, we're going to take that off.
Do you know what? It feels like you've plumped up the
It does, yeah. It will rejuvenate it.
Yeah.
Which it does. It's got that much power, that much suction. It will actually lift your pile up. Without being funny, watch. I've actually tacked this down. Are you ready to see how powerful it really is?
Yeah, go on then.
Watch this. It's actually picking my carpet up.
So that's going to lift up deep embedded dirt.
So deep embedded dirt that's right underneath, you know, right underneath. So we've got that crevice tool on there.
Right you are.
So we're going to get right down into these awkward areas. Okay, so we're just going to show you how strong. You see how far that pulls it in? Okay. And remember,
you know what? I'm thinking of the top of skirting boards there.
oh,
You know
great
what?
for that.
They're pain because you got these little grooves in the skirting boards around door frames. That's going to make quick work of that.
Well, watch the power of this. This
Right.
has got, it'll hold a litre of dirt. You will never, ever, ever, in my opinion, fill that up in one vacuuming.
No.
Which you wouldn't, you know. It's
Even in my house,
a litre is a lot of dirt off the floor. And look how it just draws it in. I'm not even touching it. No power loss, no suction. You can see what it's picking up. Now, if I move it forward, watch. Now you can really see it draw it in.
Yeah.
Okay, it just draws everything in. Now, what we've done as well, the viewers can see at home, inside there's a little flap, and it'll open when I switch it on.
Yeah.
And closes. So that's basically exactly. So when you turn it on, it opens up. When you switch it off, that will just automatically close.
Close the lid.
So
yeah.
basically, all your bits aren't going to fall out. All the hair will always be around the filter. It'll never be inside the filter. You'll never need to take a brush to clean the hair out of this. All you will need to do is tap the dust out. We'll just do this over here. We'll tap it against this so we can see the dust. Look
Oh, I like it.
at that. And that's a HEPA filter too. So it's washable, which it is.
So
you
HEPA
know-
filter, I mean, there's no way I'd ever buy a vacuum without a HEPA filter. So
But that's it, yeah. A lot of people like it, you know, especially the asthmatic sufferers and things
So it
like
helps
that.
against
Well,
that-
yeah, it gets the very tiny bits of dust and pollen. so
bits you
it-
can't see in the
Yeah,
air.
so, you know, like in the summertime, if you're like a hay fever sufferer
Oh,
and the pollen
right.
starts to sit on furniture, you're going to
Yeah.
start sneezing. HEPA filter.
So this is the real deal.
This
you've
is the
got
real
here.
deal.
You know what? HEPA
Yeah.
filter. You get 2 filters actually included. So whilst one's drying, you know, when it needs a rinse eventually, you've got one so you can carry on cleaning. Right.
you've
you
got
can
these
have it
colours as
in
well.
green. You have. Yeah, you got these colours. You can have it in green, blue, purple. The purple's in the lead. Then the blue's most popular. You like the green, but you know, I quite like the gold. It's quite vibrant. But you know, whichever is your favourite, okay. If you are thinking of gifts for people, well, look, Christmas presents. Why not? You know, maybe your mum, your father, are they a bit elderly? Do they struggle looking up a big old-fashioned heavy vacuum up and down the stairs? You know, maybe they're losing their independence. This, you can still do your housework. You can still do all of the house with a lightweight vacuum. Look, let's be honest. You want to see how big the suction is. We've shown you that with the bowling ball. We're about to do that again later on this show. Right, 3 payments of £20.98. Right, 967491. Right. We need to give our website a bit of a breather. It's an absolute meltdown, guy. If you're tempted by that vacuum, do start checking out. In fact, Joe, whilst I give you time to check out your baskets, let's remind you about this. Joe, with the precision slicer, we absolutely love this. Now, do you know, when it comes to food preparation, when it comes to chopping, preparing for salads, stir fries, chopping potatoes to make chips, all evenly so they're nicely cooked. Honestly, these are absolutely ideal. We love the slicer. Now, let's talk to you about some more detail. We're going to get a chance to check out your baskets. The slicer, here is in action. You absolutely love it, and here's what you can expect.
We're going to turn the little dial on the left-hand side. This is the only one we've not seen. So the one on the right does the nice chunky chips that everyone loves, but the one on the left, you know, if you do stir-fry cooking, or you make a homemade coleslaw like we shredded the cabbage earlier,
yeah,
you want to grate the carrot.
Yes.
And normally if you use a box grater, what do you normally grate? Your fingers, your knuckles, your
we've
nails.
been there.
Yeah.
We've all
So
done.
take the carrot, okay? It doesn't matter the size of the carrot, all right? So if you want a big bit, a small bit, remember what I said to you, it's the only machine on the market, to my knowledge, that can do multiples. As I say, normally, you've been there before, you said it yourself, You can only do normally one vegetable.
It is magic when you see 2 different or 3 different as you did earlier.
Yeah, that's it. Now I've just turned it down because if I was doing like a coleslaw, I'd want this quite thin for the coleslaw.
Yeah.
Or if you're making a homemade duck wrap,
Oh,
you know, the cucumber and the spring onion.
Shredded cucumber and a bit of hoisin.
So look, there's your shredded cucumber and your hoisin. Just strut that straight into a duck sauce, a duck wrap. There's your carrot for your coleslaw. It could even be a stir fry. And remember, ladies and gents, it'll even do the hard things. Maybe you like things like ginger.
Yeah.
There's so many benefits to using ginger. You've got it. If you're slicing it, what I would do, so if you're making like a ginger tea, just slice it, a little bit of runny honey, a little bit of hot water, a little bit of sugar. If you suffer with motion sickness, heartburn, indigestion, inflammation, ginger.
Yeah, it's a good thing. I mean, even if you, do your own research on what works and what doesn't and what might benefit you, but, you know, look
at that.
This.
Have you ever seen anything sliced ginger as fine or as thin as that?
I've never seen the shape of it cut like that.
Never.
You know,
no, normally you'd grate them and things. Yeah, really chunky, but when you slice it really thick, you get all the fibrous. You know, that's not very nice.
But look at it go.
Yeah.
I mean, this is making, mincemeat, isn't it? Of whatever it might be. This is absolutely
celery. You know, my kids don't like it. I can chop it so fine and so small they don't even know it's in there. And don't worry if it's a big piece that's hanging out the top. It doesn't matter. As I say, we just keep chopping. You can chop as much or as little as you want. So right about now, you could say, right, I've had enough of the celery.
You're a good man, Luke. You're a good man, and then move on, and you could be cooking something in the next second. You could be on the next
goes
thing.
in it goes, and now we're slicing carrots. You know,
this is just going to be a game changer for you in the kitchen. Go for it. Make sure that you're there for 325160. The Precision Slicer is one thing to see it live in the studio, but here it is, the all-in-one amazing Precision Slicer now. Seeing it in action with different fruits and vegetables. You can see here going through different types of material as well. Multi-layered onions, soft tomatoes, multi-thickness cucumbers. With that setting, you can get them thin as you like or as thick as you like, as chunky as you like, with the different ways of making your slices of fruit and vegetable, or your diced fruits and vegetables, and your julienne and maybe chunky chips at the same time. So whether it's meats, whether it's cheeses, whether it's fruits, vegetables, whether it's a stir fry or a salad or coleslaw, this is going to potentially reintroduce colour into your kitchen again. You know, it's going to enforce those good habits to say, if it's easy, why don't I just do it then? You know, if it's easy to knock up a homemade coleslaw, why don't I just get the ingredients together and make that? Why don't I go back to those days maybe when one was a bit more creative in the kitchen? Grab yours now. It's item number on the screen. It's 325160. All you've got to do is choose the blue, the grey or the green here. Green is here with that mint green, that fresh green, lovely. Grey is always a popular colour with people that like the neutral tones in the kitchen. But look at that, a sky blue, almost like a Greek blue as well. I don't know why I feel that's a Greek Mediterranean blue, but it is. It just feels nice. 0333 241 241, or order on the website with your item number, as we just said, on shopontv.co.uk. I'd love to feel that, you know, just to introduce, Luke, the personal side of it. Yes, it's a cool machine. Yes, it can do all these things, but I like to think about how it's going to change our habits and what it's going to do for us. I think it's great for that.
Just the way you slice alone, I mean, just in the kitchen, if you struggle with a knife, weak hands, dexterity, you just want to speed things up. I mean, this is the machine for you. Whether you're just slicing tomatoes for cheese and tomato sandwich, maybe you're just doing a pizza topping, it's a game changer. As I say, there's nothing that can replicate it, duplicate it, simulate it in any way, shape or form. This is the only machine where you can do multiple thicknesses. So we can go from wafer paper thin, we could drop something like cucumber, turn the little dial and go now to a nice thick chunky slice of cucumber. Obviously, if you're one of those people that like very, very thin slices in the kitchen, just turn that little dial down. So if we wanted to make homemade potato crisp, Matt, you might have an air fryer like we talked about at the start. Those air fryers now, really common. Drop the potato inside there, and look, You can do homemade potato crisps in literally seconds. I give you a little tip though, Matt.
Yeah.
You want to peel them first. It's a hell of a job afterwards.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
So
Yeah,
you'll get those lovely potato
Oh, don't like the
crisps.
skin.
Yeah, that's right. And if you're doing something like a dauphinoise, as I say, a Lyonnaise potato, a Lancashire hot pot, I'm just going to turn it up slightly. So we've got the same piece of potato in there.
Yeah, yeah.
And then that way the viewers at home can see, look, just at the turn of a dial, we can go from wafer paper thin to even thicker.
So you've gone from a crisp, as you say, to a dauphinoise potato.
In literally seconds.
Depending on what you...
Now, in my personal opinion, this is one of the hardest root vegetables there is to slice, the swede.
Okay, for the Swede,
which is.
right.
It could even be a butternut squash or a turnip. As I say, you drop your swedes in. Most people really will struggle slicing this. They'll probably put a knife halfway through and then they use their kitchen countertop to help them hammer it down and through. Literally.
Wow, so this is the test then?
Yeah, so basically the true test to a good slicer is, in my opinion, the swede. As I say, it could be turnip, butternut squashes, I mean, you know, mangoes, peaches, pears, plums. When you start talking about fruit as well, we can do the really soft things like strawberries, mangoes, kiwi fruits.
This is something that's wowed me with this amazing precision slicer today, and potentially you as well. You're thinking, you know, 1 minute it's going through a tomato, which could be quite a fresh, ripe tomato. You've just done that. And then a multi-hardness thing, because you've got the skin, and then you've got the cucumber on the inside, which is softer than the skin, but then you've gone straight to a swede here. But then you also did you did 2 or 3 different things.
Oh, should we do that again?
2 or 3 different, oh, you can if you want.
So we're making a house salad.
I won't spoil it by saying any more then. 2 or 3 different things, and I'll just keep quiet until you see it.
Let's just finish that off. I don't like wasting my veg.
But it's not slipping and sliding in.
No, that's it right. You've got basically 8 suction cups on the bottom. So you've got 4 each side. As soon as you put it down, whether it's a non-porous or porous surface, it grips. Now also the feeder. This is what I always like to point out. This is your feeder. It's gravity fed. So if you've got something soft in there, like tomato, don't think to yourself, I've got to press really hard.
Okay.
You don't. Every time we take a slice, and let's just choose the thickness that we want, you're going to notice the feeder's going to drop ever so slightly. So every time I push, it drops, it drops. It is using purely gravity. So this is one-handed operation, whether it's your strong hand, your weak hand, whether you're right-handed or left-handed. And look, every single slice, as promised, is identical to the last. I'm going to show you a great neat little trick now, Matt. Okay. And we've put this all in a neat little booklet. So for the viewers at home, if you do forget anything that I'm showing you, you can recap, which you can do, but we've included the booklet. There's pictures for boys, there's letters for ladies. That way no one gets confused at home. So when we're dicing the onion, it doesn't have an actual dicing dial, you know, like the chipper, the julienne. So we have to slice the vegetable first and we pop it back in. Do you want the onion diced big or small?
Okay, so what are we seeing already? Should we go small?
So we go small?
Thin, yeah.
So all the way down to number 1.
Okay.
So this is going to be the thinnest dice that I can do.
Oh, look at this.
So if you want your dice wafer paper thin, again, we've not struggled with our eyes. We've not struggled with a knife. That is fabulous for things like bolognese, onion soup. Okay.
And if anybody wants to sort of work out what they spend on chopped goods, so a good measurement is a block of cheese versus a bag of grated cheese.
Correct.
If you remember the difference when you're in the supermarket from one to the other, you've got an idea. Or the other thing is a few items of vegetables. So let's say a carrot, a swede, a cabbage, and some bean sprouts or something, which you wouldn't need to chop anyway. But you could buy those in a bag for a stir fry. And you know that costs £1, £1.50 or whatever it might be, more or less. But you know you can buy the raw ingredients pre-chopped, do it yourself. Yeah.
Now that looks like it's going to be a bit of a nightmare to wash and clean. Now remember, the machine is fully dishwasher friendly, which it is, but I always like to show people, listen, folks, at home, this machine takes a second to pick up and use, and the same second to wash up and clean. I've put it back at 0. That way my fingers can't be damaged on anything sharp or nasty. Remember, when you put it on 0, it hides the blade away. Now, we've just got some water down here, just plain water. I'm just going to give it a quick rinse. And remember, we do include the small cleaning brush. If you get anything that may get caught up inside, just a little cleaning brush, that's going to help you out. Just clean everything out. And again, it just slides back in, automatically locks into the frame, okay?
Just because I know this is incredibly important to some people, the kitchen brush, the cleaning brushes rather,
it matches the colour.
They are colour coded. Phew.
Yeah, so yeah, if you've got a touch of OCD like my other half,
What a relief.
colour-coded. What we're going to do now is some julienne strips.
Okay, what can we see in a minute then?
Julienne strips. So
Okay.
literally we'll pop the carrot in there, we've got some ginger in there, we'll turn on the little julienne blade and we'll put it on number 1. It's my favourite setting for the juliennes. As I say, if you're making a homemade stir fry, it can be any type of fruit, it could be any type of vegetable really. And all you want to do now, Matt,
Look at this, multiple vegetables at the same time.
just crinkle it, it'll all separate,
It's lovely.
and just drop that into your favourite wok or pan.
Do you know, I've never met anyone, not anyone, who likes cutting veg. That's going to make it much easier. You love your precision slicer. What sort of person would you say, oh, I love cutting veg? No, that's going to make it much easier. Right, there we go. Great little stocking filler. 3 payments of £16.65. Normally, £70 there. It's so easy. You've got green, blue or grey. Which one are you going to choose? Pop it into your basket. And do you know what? So many people have checked out with the vacuum. You love it. You'll see the precision slicer there. You'll see the vacuum. You'll see the squeeze. The sweep easy on the show too. You will see the trays all on the website. So if you've never shopped this before, maybe you've just been flicking onto ITV1 or STV, very more welcome. My name is Charlie. This is Shop on TV. We're here every single morning, soon after midnight until 3 a.m. every single day. We're here with you for about another hour and 40 minutes. It's all about Merlin today, okay? It's all about great deals to make cleaning the house much, much easier. Well, whilst we're talking about that, one of the busiest items on this show is the Merlin 2-in-1 vacuum. What's the 2-in-1? Well, it's your upright vacuum, it's also your handheld. So we're thinking about sofas, yes, we're thinking about cleaning the stairs easily, we're thinking about cleaning the car, but as an upright, it's so light too, around about 2 kilograms. So no longer do you have to lug those big heavy vacuums up and down the stairs, back down the stairs. And actually, when we're talking about tiring chores, up and down, taking the plug out, plugging it back in, that gets a bit tiring, that gets a bit boring. Well, on this vacuum, you've actually got a 6-metre cord, so you're less likely going to need to do that. Right, this is flying out. Absolutely flying. Now, not only have we got through a lot of stock reserved for this show, we've got through a third of the winter stock. A third of the winter stock. Now, just choose your colour. Do you want the blue, the purple, the green or the gold? Now, the blue has caught up. It was purple in the lead. Now it's blue in the lead, as often is the case. Half of the stock there has gone. The purple, a third of the stock's gone. If you want those 2 colours, folks, you do need to start checking out. I know we're overexcited. I start irritating myself with how excited I am. But I just know value for money. A vacuum for £69.99 is excellent, but you're not paying that. It's 3 payments of £20.98. The usual price is good, but now what? It's just over £52 for the vacuum today. Now, I know what you're thinking, right? How much power am I going to get for your money? You know what? Maybe I haven't bought anything from a shopping telly channel ever. Well, this is the time to try it. When I say 850 watts, for the size, that is fantastic. But I won't lie, that didn't mean much to me. We were trying to think, the crew and I, and Luke, how can we show you the power? How can we give you complete peace of mind that this really packs a punch? Well, this is what Luke came up with. Now, do you know what? I haven't been to the gym for years, Luke. You know what? I'm struggling with this. This is a real temping bowling.
You know what, Charlie? This is the only knockout tonight, is this little vacuum cleaner.
Right, are you ready for this?
Whenever you're ready.
We're actually going to throw this ball.
10-pound bowling ball
Right.
through the air, and look at that.
850
So that's the weight
watts.
5 of our vacuums. Ladies and gentlemen, for price, weight, shape, size, this has to be one of the most powerful handheld vacuum cleaners out there. Remember, it's quick, it's easy, it's light. It takes a second to pick up and use, a second to set up. That's 10 pounds.
Blown away by that.
So remember, this only takes literally under 15 seconds to set up. Everything just slots in. The handle too, literally seconds. Are you ready for this? Now remember,
yeah.
you don't need to bend over to switch it on. Just pick it up. You've got the on and off switch just there. On it goes. Now we're going to show you the power of the Merlin 2-in-1. It doesn't matter if we're on a short pile carpet, a deep pile, whether we're using it on real woods, wood laminates, Antico, Cardine. It is amazing. What about that cat litter down there? We're going to get that up in one simple sweep, one simple go. It's amazing. There's no actual roller that's going to get matted up with hair, so you're not going to have half the dog wrapped around the brush. Remember, when you use it on any type of floor, so it doesn't matter if you go on a wood floor, then you go through into the hallway and it's carpet, or maybe through into the kitchen where it's tiles. There's no settings to change. It literally goes from floor to floor, surface to surface. It'll rejuvenate the pile. It's got a double filtration system, so all that hair that I'm picking up isn't getting caught up inside the filter. It's getting wrapped around it. Remember, even though we've not got a roller, we're going to get edge to edge cleaning. Now, isn't that amazing? Okay. Remember, the handle articulates nice and low, so we can go under sofas, beds, TV stands, armchairs, those hard to reach areas. And ladies and gentlemen, when you want to turn it into a handheld vacuum cleaner, we're going to turn it round.
So no screwdrivers,
no screwdrivers, no scissors. It's all easy peasy. Yeah. Literally pull that little flap down just there, simple, and it slides straight out. It's as easy as that. Close it. That way the handle doesn't get in your way. We thought about it when we designed it. We know how many times does the handle get in the way when you're using it on a staircase. Yeah. The handle will never get in your way ever again. I love it in the boot of the car like this, okay, because you get such a big surface area done quickly. Yeah. But not only that,
so you've got sand in the back of the car.
Yeah, I live near the beach. Exactly that. Yeah. The mud, the hair, you know, like wet hair as well. Oh. Now, obviously, if I wanted to use it on the seats, dead simple. Yeah. Now, I pop my foot on, I give it a tug. It's as simple as that. Now we're going to get this.
We've just had another surge. Just had another surge. It feels like, Luke, a lot more people have just flicked on. The blue is going to be the first one to sell out. 60% the blue's gone. You do need to be fast on that. So all the attachments.
All the attachments come in. Yes, so there's no hidden extras, okay? So we're going to go into the stairs. I've got some hair there. Right. We're going to rub that hair right into the carpet so you can physically see it, okay? Don't worry.
That's deep down.
Yeah, I do it so you don't need to, yeah. So deep down in that pile. So look, we're going to cut straight through the middle of it. You ready? Here we go. I'll go nice and slow. It's going to bring all that hair in. Now remember, it's not sharp or abrasive, so it won't scratch or damage anything. So when you've got like an artificial leather, a real leather sofa, it won't scratch anything. It won't scratch your kickboards. You know, it's all nice and soft. You can see there's a bit of velvet in there. Just a little bit of velvet on the end there. Where am I thinking?
It protects nice the sofa cushions as you're
and that helps draw the hairs and it helps lift them. Now remember, when we take this out, it's as simple, we just give it a little tug. We can actually turn it round and pop it in the opposite way. And a lot of people are like, why would you do that? Well look, if you want to get to the ride, you don't have to go all cock-handed. You can just pop it on, go straight up the staircase, and make life nice and easy.
And that looks comfortable.
And it's comfortable on your hand, and it's lightweight. Now remember, spin it back round.
This is the busiest part of the show.
We can do it straight back to the flat. Now I'm going to do the side as well. So it doesn't matter if it's maybe on your headboard, on the back of the car seat, you know, maybe the kids have been fighting or having a food fight in the back of the car. There's crumbs everywhere. We're going to collect it with a power of Merlin.
Biscuits, crumbs.
Yep. Now remember, we can use any one of these attachments in conjunction with the handle. So if there's any of our viewers at home that maybe suffer with their lower back, etc., they do not need to bend over to get down to the low areas. Use it in conjunction with the handle, and you're not going down to the low bits.
So it's light enough with one hand even now.
One hand. Literally, I'd say a finger and a thumb is all you'd need
Yeah.
to literally push it forwards and backwards. All right, it's as light as that.
What about the top of skirting boards?
Top of the skirting boards is great. Now, there's one thing I know that most people can't do with a traditional vacuum cleaner, and they can't go from 6 o'clock to 12 o'clock with one hand. So if you
One
want to
hand.
get any of those
I mean, you are strong.
incy-wincies, or maybe you've got a high staircase where you can't reach the cobwebs around the staircase, now you can get them with ease, simple, and it takes literally a second.
The top of curtain poles,
Great
the top
for
of
that
door frames.
Or-
You forget
Or the
about
top of the
those.
cupboards, like, you know, the wardrobes where
Wardrobes.
all the dust goes and
Right
gathers
in the
up.
back of the shelves, yeah.
Now, let's show people the power at home. Remember, it'll hold about a litre before it's chock-a-block full. So look at that. That's chock-a-block full, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Top to bottom. Literally, it holds a litre in literally seconds. So inside there, we've got the hair, we've got the crumbs, we've got the rice, we've got the lentils. Remember, it comes with a 2-year warranty and guarantee. And that comes with every single bit. And remember, if you do damage any part after the 2-year warranty guarantee, every single part is available. We even include a second filter. So if
Fantastic,
you're
that.
washing this filter that's inside, we pop the spare in while we're washing this one and waiting for it to dry.
You can
Now-
always keep cleaning, yeah.
Yeah, exactly that. Now, when we showed the bowling ball, we did it with an empty vacuum cleaner. What about when it's full? Does it really,
Well, this is,
really
if you just joined us, this is
hold
what
the
we
power?
just did.
This
Moments
is what
ago,
we did moments
this
ago. And
happened.
remember, this is really as well. Yeah, that was an empty vacuum cleaner.
Right.
You can see it's empty. This is now full, but listen, that is a £10 bowling ball. You
Right.
really don't want to drop that on your toes.
So, no, you really
Alright.
don't. Appreciate the heads up. Before we show you this, don't forget, you're getting a vacuum for 3 payments of £20.98. A vacuum that can do things like this. If it can hold a bowling ball while it's full, you're going to have no problem with day-to-day dirt, folks. Right, this is part of the show. Here's another reason why. Right,
Remember, you use the Merlin every
Showing off
day of the
now.
week, every single week of the year, for sweeping, for dusting, for getting the dirt out of the car, the bedroom, the bathroom, the kitchen. You'll use it every single day of the week, every week of the year for a quick sweep and a quick dust. There's nothing like a Merlin 2-in-1. You don't have to use it with an attachment. Use it without an attachment. Takes literally seconds. If we want to empty it out, all we simply do is we press the little button on the top. It's simple. We're not buying replacement bags like we do with certain vacuum cleaners. We're not having to take a brush to clean out the filter. You see how all the hair is stuck around the filter, but the big crumbs, they stayed in the container. Well, this is because we created a double filter system. So watch, we're going to give it a little twist. That's going to take the hair out, and then we're going to give it a little tap. And that's just going to get all the dust out of the HEPA filter. Remember that HEPA filter, great in the summertime, especially if anyone struggles with the pollen and hay fever and things. That's what the HEPA filter
I
is
know what
really
you
good
mean.
for, and things like
Peace
the
of mind. You want to make sure
Yeah,
smaller
exactly
parcels,
that.
Anything to help that.
If you've got any really expensive flooring, like a high shine porcelain tile, you've got this little squeegee at the back there, and that just helps draw excess dust and dirt, which it will do. That's the reason we don't use a roller on the inside, because that little squeegee, a bit like the sweepies, it creates static on the carpet. The static will help lift the hair, the crumbs, the fluff, the dust and the dirt. So it just gives you peace of mind that you're lifting everything up off the floor.
So any floors this is good
It
for.
doesn't matter. So whether you've got a marble floor, so that's a really hard floor.
Nice, posh.
Yeah, I mean, you could use it outside on maybe like a
summer,
decking, as long as it's dry,
Yeah,
you know, like
yeah.
caravan decking maybe, as long as it's a dry day. I tell you what it's great for, you know, it's that, we just said at Christmas times we're approaching.
Yeah.
And you get a certain thing on hard floors around a Christmas tree, you get pine needles.
Absolutely good
They
idea.
are a
Not to
nightmare,
mention your
pine
carpet.
needle.
Maybe you want to give your house a bit of a spruce for
Yeah.
when guests come round
And
at
now we-
Christmas.
So coffee there, just so you can really see it, yeah? And we'll just show you, you see this now just getting drawn straight in. I tell you what, Charlie, why don't you try it? They fit
Shall-
really
shall
well
we
in a
go?
man's hands.
Let's
All
do
right,
it.
Look at that.
Oh, look. You know,
Glide it around,
one hand.
move it. It's super lightweight. There's nothing special.
Oh, I love it.
Round corners, round edges, round basins, round sinks, super low, super flat.
You know,
It is worth its weight in gold. You use it every day of the week, every week of the year.
you know, you can tell, you can actually feel that power, can't you? You can feel that. And you can feel just how lightweight it is. Folks, £20.98 for a vacuum that's got serious, serious suction power. This is so busy. The blue, by the way, right, 1 minute with 20, 30, 40, 60%. Now 70% of the stock's gone of the blue. It comes with a crevice tool, it comes with that attachment for your upholstery, it comes with 2 filters. So as one's being rinsed off and drying, you can always keep on cleaning. Right, a vacuum at the end of the day for £57.99. You can't go wrong with this. Right, now this has been very busy on the past on ShopOnTV. Let's see what you guys have to say. Patrick's been in touch. Thanks, Patrick, if you're still watching. Bought this for a caravan. It is brilliant, strong suction, lightweight, and can convert to handheld and comes with attachments. Jane's in touch. I've had this little vacuum for over 10 years and really wanted to write a review because it's so great. I have nothing but good words to say about it. It's a fantastic little workhorse. Love it, love it, love it. Right, there you go. And these are the people who took their time to write in and say how much they love it. They want you to experience what they've experienced. Right, talking about bargains, other items on the website. Talk about the run up to Christmas with food preparation. This isn't just for Christmas though. This is for all year round. Leftover bits of meat after a Sunday roast, for example. You know, maybe got a cheese board. You know, what do you do with those? Rather than fiddle around with bits of cling film that go straight into the bin, into landfill, you buy these trays once and that's all you need. The film bit on the trays, you never replace. You wash them in the dishwasher. In fact, you know what? Let's tell you more with Luke because I'm blown away. Right, let's go back though, Luke, because cling film is a waste of money now.
It's a waste of money. Listen, you've got rows and rows of this stuff. Listen, try and do your bit. Save a tree. Stop buying this. It's terrible stuff. I mean, it's just literally, in my personal opinion, the people that make these type of resealable packets, they've either got a share in this stuff or they own this stuff, because the two go hand in hand.
Right, okay.
Yeah? So let's stop wasting not only this stuff, but let's also stop throwing food away. Never mind this, you know, stuff. Now, our clever tray. We just want to show everyone at home. This is designed, look at that, to stretch. So it's really strong.
This is really tough.
Yeah, everyone thinks it's like just a normal cling film. You couldn't get cling film. You hold that up, Charlie.
No, yeah.
And let's do the test. You
Well,
hold a piece up,
look,
you try and stretch it.
It's not going to last, is it?
I mean, look at that. I mean, honest
It's
to God.
just, I mean, it's horrible. Honestly, you know, with cling film, I've wasted rolls of this because I can't find the end. You wind a little bit, then you think you got it, then you wind a bit more. I mean, there's better ways to spend life, isn't there?
Don't get me wrong as well, Charlie. We're not saying that you couldn't pierce this. I mean, obviously take a knife to it or something like that.
If you gave me a
physically
challenge,
try and pierce it, of course.
Yeah.
But not by putting food. Now, just to show everyone, the object doesn't need to be flat. When we stretch this, all we need to do, I've got the kettle boiling, we put some hot water on it and it'll go back to its original size. Or the dishwasher will do it, you know, because the natural heat from the dishwasher. So,
oh, I like
remember,
it.
So all I did then, watch, you just basically, so roughly you waste about 70 kilos of food a year.
Is that, that's shocking.
Per person. So you imagine if there's a house of 3 or 4 people in the house.
So how much?
70 tonnes a person. Yeah.
70 kilos
per person. Every year.
I don't want to add that up.
Well,
go. 6.6 million tonnes of food. Is that
year.
right?
Per year. Well, you just to think, let's just think about this. You know, like a day after Boxing Day.
I can't believe that. Yeah, yeah.
You start doing
worried
this,
about
do you
that.
not? You start opening the fridge going, oh, that cheese has dried out, my pork pies
Ham's
are no
a bit
good.
manky.
Yeah. And you just start going, in the bin, you open a bit of tin foil up, it's in the bin.
Oh.
Start saving the money, start keeping the food, throw away that stuff, stop buying it, stop putting it on your shopping list, get the clever alternative. Now remember, they're not just great for putting in the fridge, we can also put them in the freezer. Yeah? Now, if you place them in the freezer, because it gives you an airtight seal around here,
Yep.
it prevents freezer burn. Now, a lot of people say, can I put a freezer label on it so I know when things are going to go out of date?
Yeah.
Now, down one side, we have 1 to 12. That's your month, January to December.
they thought of everything.
And we put a little white tag on that month. And then we choose on this side
I love
what day
Merlin.
it is. 1 day, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we mark the day too.
Oh,
So
this
we
is
don't
proper
need to do a smell
organising.
test. We know when food's going to go bad. We don't need to put a sticky label on it. Now, a little tip.
This
just
is like
remember,
Monica level organising, if you know what I mean.
yeah,
This is
yeah.
proper organising.
Yeah. Now, do remember as well, if we place this in the microwave, it's completely microwave safe, the whole thing, but just remember, open one side. It's going to let the air escape. That's all you're simply doing. So great for maybe a leftover slice of pizza.
Oh.
Maybe you've got some sausage rolls, your mince pies.
Samosa or something.
Look at
or
this as well.
spring rolls.
Another thing is, this is my pet hate. You know, when I see anything start to brown, I don't want to eat it, I don't want to
No,
touch it.
no.
These will
The fridge
stop the
smells
food
as well.
browning.
Yeah.
Speaking of smells, if you use anything like mackerel or a salmon, any like strong, pungy fishes, you know,
Yeah.
normally you get the smell.
Yeah, it's
You know
going to
what I
help,
mean?
innit? It's
No
gonna
more
help.
smells.
Yeah.
No more odours. Nothing's going to escape through it. Now, another great thing I love about my clever trays, because I use them every day. Now, and don't get me wrong.
You got different colours as well,
Different
don't you?
colours. So you've got like the red, excuse me, because that just slipped
Oh,
down
sorry, I
there.
didn't see
Sorry,
that.
it was in
Yeah.
my little cleaning bowl. So you've got 3 colours to choose from. I like green for my veggies. I like red for my meat. And I like grey for my cooked meats. Now, that's just a tip. That isn't to say that's what you've got to do. It's just a good little idea.
You might
yeah?
be multi-buying. Catch postage, folks. You might
Now,
be multi-buying.
Folks, as I say, Christmas time, that fridge gets awfully busy.
Yeah.
Now, this could be your freezer. Now, you imagine, just for a second, if we use using tin foil right now, you
Yeah.
normally use it over a plate, a bowl, a saucepan, something like that, a dish.
food packaging, all
Right. Now,
sorts.
imagine if I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different items and got 5 different bowls
Yeah.
and put cling foam over them, I'd be up here now,
You would be.
balancing everything.
Yeah.
Look, we're there. Now, not only will things stack lovely and neat inside here, the fridge,
It's really organised. It's so efficient.
so things will stack completely flat,
So you can. Oh right. So,
which you can do.
Yeah.
Completely flat like that, yeah? If you do what I mentioned about colours, green for like a veg, red for a meat, and so forth,
Yeah.
now, you could go off the colour and know what's in it.
Right,
without
right.
actually trying to peel tin foil back and trying to know what's inside there. Now, you could do marinate wet meats in there, okay?
right. So ready for barbecues.
Yeah,
I'm
so
already
you could
looking
do
forward
like
to
a
some
salmon
action.
steak. Sorry, I've got some under there.
you could
I am
actually
actually
prepare.
marinating some meat there.
Nice.
There we go. So in the fridge, so we've got the wet meats marinated.
So look, you can prepare a whole meal. You know, if you're thinking about taking something to
Yep.
the in-laws, if they live around the corner, or an annex perhaps, you know, you could just have a little bit of veg there, a bit of meat,
You've
bit of
got it.
protein,
You've got
and you could take it out the fridge, pop one side, put it in the microwave. There you go. Do you know what? I would take one of these into work.
to work.
Breakfast.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I was saying. You know, if you've
you've
got a
got a
bit of
microwave-
leftover pizza, keep it in the clever tray, shove it in your backpack, go to work, open one side, pop it in the microwave, warm it up.
And you
It's
sort
not going to go anywhere. It's not going to turn nasty. You know, like bacon and meats. Watch. So I'm going to hold that in an upright position.
Yeah.
What-
That's not budging. No, not budging. That's really clever. And do you know what?
So,
Sometimes.
you know, in a normal packet, it's going to, if you put that in an upright position in there, all that bacon's going to slip down. It's going to spoil and
Goes
sit
a
in its
bit
own
brown
juice.
or don't-
Yeah.
don't.
You know.
You don't want raw meat juice on the fridge, do you?
No raw meat
You
juice.
don't
And then
want
the other bit for me is the cheeses, how they crack and dry out. You know, when you want some crackers and you go to the cheese and you're like, oh, you've got everything
Parmesan's
ready.
bad for that,
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
it?
Well, I've got the parmesan there. Look at that. And then there's
That
the
looks like you
parmesan.
just bought it.
And then, without being rude, this one's all drying out and cracking and going nasty.
Joe,
It's
you
even
can-
going brown.
It's a bit flaky.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can
goes-
smell it as well. It smells like bad feet.
Yeah.
Right,
Beg your pardon. No.
Honestly, no one wants that one. But
Nothing worse, is
And
there?
remember, don't just think about meats and cheeses. think about your pastries, your cakes.
Right, bread. You don't want stale bread.
Stale bread.
Do you know what?
So
if you've got one crumpet in that packaging, you know that or like maybe you buy a pack of pancakes, the last one, it's a matter of days before they
remember,
goes off. Just put that in there.
I was at Warrington 4 or 5 days ago doing the filming for this.
Right.
Every piece of food that you see here today has not been swapped over. It's come from Warrington straight to. I've not changed anything. I've not even took them out. I've not even put them in a fridge.
Well, even the
They have
salmon,
just
'cause
gone
that looks
without
so
being rude,
fresh.
They have just gone into my van and come straight to here. So they've just been sat in my van.
So how long has that bacon been there for?
Now 4 to 5 days.
It looks like you just bought it.
Yep.
Oh, what about
Yeah,
the
obviously
veg?
it's not for human consumption.
No.
All right.
No,
It's
no.
just for so we can everyone see. But my point being, it's airtight.
Airtight,
so the
yeah.
peppers, look, even though 4 days old, I don't know the camera. I'm trying.
They
to
go
clip it.
wrinkly and horrible.
It's not browning. Look, it's not browning anywhere. Or my lemons and my limes. Look at my onion. I've done it face up to prove that the onion will not brown. It's not drying. Yeah, they're not shrinking down. You know, like the tomatoes are staying. Some people look at them and think, is the food real? It looks fake. And another thing, look, you can poke them. Don't be worried about poking them. And another thing, let's just show everyone this at home because this is what wowed me.
Okay.
Now remember,
Yeah.
let's show you everyone with one here. Oh, let's leave that one there, excuse
let's
me,
do
'cause
this.
that's nice and clean. What we're going to show everyone at home is the stretching.
Right.
Because I'd be
Because you
cheating.
never have to replace these. These are usable. They're going to last you for a long time. Put it that
Yeah,
way.
so I'm getting a brand spanking new one out.
And you get 2 in a
Yeah.
pack?
So we're going to open it up.
Okay.
So everyone can see at home that this is nice and tight.
So that's nothing like cling film?
Yep. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to purposely stretch it.
Wow. You're giving that some welly.
There you go.
Right, okay.
Right, that's a bit of welly. So now it's gone a bit loose. Yeah?
So that could have been covering an avocado,
Yep,
an onion,
avocado. Now, normally,
leftover beef, chicken.
you just pop this into the dishwasher. It comes in 2 pieces, so you can just pop it into the bottom shelf. Naturally, the heat from the dishwasher will make this industrial film shrink.
So it's got a memory, so it goes back to its original flat
So
form.
basically, all I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some hot water on it. Now, if you washed it in cold water, this wouldn't work.
Okay.
It has to be hot. And look
Wow.
at that. It's gone back to its original.
So you put that, we're just illustrating it for TV purposes. So that goes in your tray, in your dishwasher, normal temperature.
Let's be
Goes back to
perfectly
that
honest,
shape.
ladies and gentlemen at home.
Yeah. I mean, I know what I want. I'm blown away by that, Luke.
great, right?
Seriously. We have now reached one of the busiest part of the show for this. Do you know what I have to say? I do feel guilty when I waste food. I honestly,
Right.
it bothers me for some time afterwards. Not just food, though. It's the principle, isn't it, of it all? You know, especially with meat, I don't. But you know what? What also troubles me is wasting cling film. Even if you buy a pack of bacon, pack of 8 slices, you might use 2, and then it just seems like such a waste. It really, really does. You know, and even actually, even if it's just a half a pepper, and whatever food it is, I don't want to waste it. But with cling film, even if you waste a little sheet of it, but if you're like me and you try and lose the end, do you know what, maybe you just unwind a little bit of the cling film and then you think, right, I've got this. And then you think, I've got the cling film, I found the end. And then no, you haven't got a long piece, you just wind it from the other end. And before you know it, you've got 2 layers off that end, 4 layers off this, and it gets to the point where the roll has really, really gone. It's had it. You have to throw away the whole roll. Seriously. Now, I never thought I'd be talking to you about cling film antics. I won't lie, I'm boring myself now, but seriously, cling film, it's an absolute nightmare. Tin foil, do you know what, if I'm making a curry or a casserole, I put some foil over there. You get your sheet of foil, you put it on the pan, but then you tear a bit, that gets rolled up, that's thrown in the bin, you have to take another piece out. It's just wastage, and you know, especially in these times, I do worry about that. Please, let's stop wasting cling film and foil. Apart from anything else, apart from the wastage, you never have to work with cling film again. I can't stand the stuff. Right, anyway, I have a busy life, seriously. Right, I am a hoot in a pub, seriously. Let's go for a drink because I'll talk to you about cling film antics. Now, I'm joking though, but seriously, this can solve a serious issue, save wastage. Let's go for these trays. Right, would you like the red, the grey, the green? You get 2 in a pack. Normally £25, right, but now it's 20. By the way, if you're buying the vacuum, for example, if you're having that on PayPal paying 3, this is only an extra £6.66 and your first payment today. Add it in. So it's just going to increase your 3 payments by £6.66. Don't forget 1 P&P per order. So you might want to have the trays. You might want the 2-in-1 vac. You might want I don't know, the sweep easy we got coming up for you next. Whichever you're ordering, do check out your baskets. I've just been told how busy we are. How long have we got left on the show? We've got about an hour and 15 minutes-ish. Any questions? Say hello to us. We're live here on ITV1, on STV. We've genuinely, folks, we have got fantastic deals for your household essential needs. When it comes to cleaning, when it comes to storing food, we have absolutely got you covered here now. Right. A big deal we've also got for you today. We looked at this, what, an hour or so ago. It's the Merlin Sweep Easy. Right, gone are the days where I want to use your bristle brushes. I'm going to call them old-fashioned brushes because look, if you spilt... Have you got one here?
Yeah, we've got a...
Oh, it's down there.
Bristle, yeah, there it is.
Now,
I don't really want to touch it. Leave it to you.
Especially if I'm sweeping the kitchen floor, the bathroom floor. Don't.
I mean, look, all the bristles go nasty. You couldn't clean anything really wet with this and then take it back inside the house. See, when you use it outside, that's it. That's it. It just stays outside.
I mean, you're pulling bits of hair out. How do you clean that? Bits of onion from the kitchen
I don't think you really do clean them, do you?
It's disgusting, yeah.
Yeah, you use a brush to clean a brush.
Yeah.
And the other bit, when you start to press down on them...
Silly, isn't it?
Eventually, the bristles all go ski-whiff like they've gone there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, ours, little bit different. There is no bristles, it's completely bristleless. Not only that, mine wipes down nice and clean, that's why it looks like that, it's spotless.
I mean, which would you rather rinse under a tap?
This hasn't been changed, I've been using this. I'll get this as filthy as I can, and I'll give it a little wipe at the end. We'll leave that there. We'll show you, because that's where it belongs, in the bin, outside, job done. Remember, this is Sweepies. No bristles to bend or break. All right. Have you ever known a broom to come with a 5-year guarantee? Because that's what it's got. 5-year guarantee. Now, remember, yeah, it's not like one of those Del Boy things, you know, where, you know, you've got a 16-year-old brush and you change every bit. It's one brush, one sweeper.
Brush.
Yeah.
Easy, yeah.
Now, remember, it doesn't matter what type of floor you use it on. Tiled floor, slate, ceramic, marble, real wood, wood laminate, boats, you know, for wet things as well, because it's not just for dry spills, use it on wet. So we've got some crumbs down there, just the fine ones, just to show anyone fine. So that's some like bird seeds. You know, so if anyone's got a bird, the birds kick all the seeds out, it's a nightmare. If you've got any pets, it's the hair. Now I know the hair on this red floor is really difficult to see. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it towards me. Now, on your hard floors, you can use it in one sweep, one go. But when you use it on carpet, a little bit different. To get all those fine hairs that are deep down into the pile, what we do is we use short, sharp little strokes like that. Because what you're going to do there is you're going to create a static charge. And that static is what's lifting that hair up. So as I say, it doesn't matter if it's a short piled carpet, a deep pile, a rug or a runner.
There's
now,
no
you all
grease.
saw a second ago that that blade was spotless and clean. If we zoom in on it now, you'll be able to see all the very fine hair on it there. Look at that. That's just to show you that how much static it creates. Everything just gets pulled towards it and stays there. Yeah. Now we've got a nasty mess back there. I don't know if you can see. We've got some glass.
The hair is the one for me.
Yeah.
So that could be on your sofa then.
That could be on your sofa. So remember, you could take that little button.
Yeah.
And use it as a handheld on the sofa.
There you go.
Or in the boot of the car.
Right.
On car seats or upholstery.
So even on wet dog hair or
wet dog hair, wet hair.
Days
great
in the
in the
beach, that sort
bathroom.
of thing.
If you use it in the bathroom for wet hair, it'll stop it going down the plug hole and obviously clogging the plug hole up. You know, the ladies with the long hair, gentlemen with the long hair, that is. So remember, if we've got a high shine floor here where everyone can see the glass, okay? So I've got the big bits, the little bits, the black, you know, we've tried to put it on a black floor so you can see every last
it's a
bit
good
of
test,
crumb.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's a very good test. So remember, it's sweet peas. You always clean with satisfaction every single time. It doesn't matter what type of surface you use it on. As I say, it'll tip right into skirting boards.
So in the middle of that tile
corners,
there, you're sorted.
edges. Yeah. So completely safe.
Well, it's awkward if you've got guest rounds, dinner parties, someone drops a glass.
It's that safe.
Yeah, there you go. In the middle of that tile.
There's nothing left behind.
So let's say it was a wine glass with a bit
wine
of
glass.
wine in.
Yep.
So even if it had a bit of...
So obviously it's
moisture
going
on
to bring the water into a pile.
Yeah.
It's not going to soak it up because there's nothing there like a sponge.
But
you
I'd
just
still
use
rather
maybe.
that
Yeah, you
than
know,
a
you could
bristle
use
brush.
this with your chamois.
Yeah.
You know,
There you go.
bring all the water into a pile, get that chamois straight
Yeah,
up. So you
there
can
you
use
go.
it in conjunction with your chamois.
We're done.
Now, do remember, as I said, it's got that little button on. Yeah. So not only can we use it for flooring, we can use it for glass too.
So
Windows, shower door, shower screen, conservatory doors,
even
maybe.
tile walls.
Yeah,
'Cause
car
that gets built
windscreen.
up with scum, lime,
Well, this is the
scales,
nice thing.
soap.
When you use it on a bathroom wall tile,
Yeah.
that blade actually will bring the excess moisture out the grout line. So it'll prevent the grout from browning over time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So no more black moulds and things like that. So, you know, just basically top to bottom, straight down.
I mean, conservatories,
If you touch the
greenhouses.
surface that I've done,
Yeah, there you go.
bone dry.
Squeaky clean.
Squeaky clean, bone dry. As I say, if you want to use it in conjunction with the handle, you can do. I mean, that's a bit up to you. As I said, you could all use it on bathroom wall tiles too. As I say, if you want to get any excess water off a bathroom wall tile, a floor tile, outside on garden furniture for any water that's on there, simple and easy for that.
Do you know what, maybe someone's been a bit, extravagant, like, haven't put the bath mat down when they come out the shower. You can just collect the water. That's really impressive.
Now, what you can do, Charlie, you can dance on that and really get it fine.
Nobody wants to see my moves.
Come on, Charlie.
But I only break dance and I haven't got space for that, so I can't.
Come on.
No, right, here we go. This is actually my dancing, believe it or not.
This is an audition for Strictly.
Thank you very much. Did I pass? Nailed it.
Brucey
Nailed it.
said no. Brucey said no. So literally, it takes literally. Look at that.
Oh
Look.
yeah, like it.
I mean, literally one pass, one sweep. We leave nothing behind. We get the fine crumbs. We get the really dusty ones.
Just collect it
so
quickly.
As I say, maybe as I say, you're a mobile dog groomer.
Yeah.
You know, you want to use it.
Oh,
in that
any
type of
hair
business.
salon
Yeah,
needs
hair
this.
salons, mobile hairdressers love this. Remember that we can push things away from us, as well as
Do you know what
bring
I really
it towards
do?
us.
Yeah, under kitchen cabinets, if you've been chopping veg, bits of onion and pepper, whatever goes under there, just to scoop from out underneath kitchen cabinets.
Or
by the fridge.
scrape the ice and snow off the windscreen of the car.
Nice.
In the winter. Yeah, on top of the car. Yeah. So literally all off the roof of the car, all off the windscreen of the car. Yeah, instead of, scratching anything. Really, because when it's going to get frosty soon.
It's feeling a bit chilly.
Yeah,
isn't
it's dropped in that air.
No, I'm doing that, but
And
it is
remember,
next week, a bit of frost next week.
everyone wants to see it on the carpet.
Yeah.
So whether we're doing it on a
best one.
short pile, deep pile, rugs, runners, ladies and gentlemen, for the hair, it is second to none. You didn't even know that hair was there.
I love it. Joe, you get 2 in a pack, don't you? So you're going to get 2 for £20. What's the other one we get then?
So this is the more rigid one for the floors.
Right, okay.
Yeah? So we say this is great on the carpet, the wood laminates, the tiles. If you're going on to wet work,
Yes.
you want this one, the
This one
spider
here?
Yeah. There we go. There's one just behind you as well with a.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
We got
We've
stuff
got
everywhere.
things everywhere. We've got Merlin everywhere today. Yeah.
We've taken over the
We are
studio
like
with Merlin.
wizards, the Merlin wizard. So there you go. So this one's great for all your hard flooring, and then obviously this one's going to be great for all the wet work. What we mean by that is this one. It's a little bit more pliable.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so you'd use this on like the shower, or maybe if you spilt some cereal.
So
like you
dry
mentioned.
spillages, more.
Exactly.
Wet
That.
affairs.
One's for dry spillages, one's for wetter ones.
You
can see that in the
right, so in the
bathroom there.
bathroom. So tile floors, conservatories, of course, you have spillages, guests coming around. It's always awkward, isn't it, when someone spills something? Oh, don't worry about it. You're thinking something different in your mind. No, but maybe, I don't know, guests come around the shower. You know, I get a bit extravagant, I like to splash around a bit, but if it goes on the floor, you don't want excess water. Do you know what? Especially you don't want excess water on hardwood floors. You want to get that off quickly, don't you? Right, you're going to get 2 in the pack there. Right. 2 of them for £20. Normally £30. Right, 174500. This has been a very, very big selling item recently on ShopOnTV. You absolutely love this. It's so easy to store. What would you rather, rinsing that or rinsing a big bushy bristle brush that goes a bit manky after a while? No more pulling out bits of hair, it gets matted. Ooh, it makes me want to heave. It's not nice, is it? Right, okay, something we haven't actually mentioned for a while, actually. First time I mentioned it this morning. We are live here on ShopOnTV. We're approaching 2 o'clock in the morning. Thanks so much for everyone watching from. Now, this is a cracking bit of kit. Although we call it the cheese mill, it's not just for cheese. It's for nuts, it's for cookies, it's for candy. Think if you might have your own little factory-style ice cream station at home for kids over Christmas. This is going to be absolutely brilliant. Right, how about cappuccinos? Get some chocolate in there for sprinkles on the top. But do you know what? What would you rather, this or a box grater? I can't stand box graters. Do you know what? Especially when it comes down to the last bit of cheese you're grating, I worry about catching my knuckles. Oh, it's horrible. This is much easier. You're going to use every single last piece with this. Right, so if it's going to be something for spaghetti bologneses, more cheese the merrier. If it's going to be for dressing, grated cheese on the top of a lasagna. It could be biscuits for the base of a cheesecake. Why not? Crackers we've got here. Right, if you are tempted, this has been a very, very big selling item. If you're buying it now, £10 off. £10 off. Right, don't spend £30 when you can get it for 20. Right, it's 226273. If you've got any questions on this, whilst Luke is here, please get in touch this morning on ShopOnTV. You're about to be watching us on ITV1 and STV. Have you got a sweet tooth like myself? Oh, imagine that. Get some ice cream in the bowl. Your kids can put sweets in here, cookies, all sorts. Is that egg? Of course, put egg in here. Salad, egg mayonnaise. Oh, a cheeky bit of cress. No, leave out the cress. I'd rather just egg, actually. It's weird, isn't it, cress? I don't get it. And it's just odd. Yeah. It's a classic, isn't it? But you know what? I think grated egg. Now that on ramen soups, for example. Hey, now we're getting posh. Right, it's 226273. If you're tempted by this, add it to your basket and do get them checked out. Do you know what it offers? Yes, ease of use, but it's that little bit of theatre, isn't it? If you've got bowls of ice creams, maybe having a children's tea party, it's your son, daughter's birthday, you can have a bowl of cookies ready to grate in front of them. You can have sweets in there. If it's going to be, sprinklings of chocolate over a cheesecake. Maybe you love baking. Cakes and all sorts. This is going to be absolutely perfect. Right, I'm blown away. If you just use it for cheese, great, but this is for much, much more. It's a little stocking filler. It's a little stocking filler here. Right, save that £10, add it to your basket, get them checked out. ShopOnTV.co.uk or give a call centre ring 03333 241 241. This is obviously the website. You just type in the item number on the search bar. But to be honest, when you go to shopontv.co.uk, scroll down, you'll see all these items that we're going for you live. Right, now, storage for food. Do you worry about wasting food? Do you worry about wasting cling film and foil? Well, fear no more, worry no more, because I do feel bad when I waste cling film. These trays are reusable. Use them to seal foods, your vegetables, your uncooked meats, your cooked meats. We recommend keeping one separate, of course, but you can have it in green. So yeah, you can have it in green, red or grey. It's one item number, drop down menu, just choose whichever one you like. Right, that's been a very, very big selling item this morning, live on ShopOnTV. Right, the crew and I could not wait to revisit this. This is the Merlin Vacuum 2-in-1. Right, it's your upright, it's your handheld. This packs a punch. This is powerful. You've got 4 different colour options. The blue is your biggest, is your most popular one. It's the biggest selling item here. Right, 85% of the stock's gone. Right, we are not far away from being limited stock in the blue. When it goes limited stock, people, myself included, tend to panic and it flies if people check out. It's not yours until you check out your basket. Yes, you got the blue. Do you want it in purple? Do you want it in gold? Do you want it in green? Right, we're going to show you that demonstration again very, very shortly. We're going to lift up a bowling ball to show you the suction power of this. Guys, seriously, for 3 pence or £20.98, you've got a good vacuum. Now, here's why people love it. It's lightweight. It's under 2 kilograms. So going up and down the stairs is easy. You can vacuum with one hand. That's what we can do with no effort at all. 850 watts, we're going to show you what that means shortly. And it's got a 6-metre cable. The vacuum I used to have, what I've got, is way less than that. I'm forever bending up, I'm bending down, trying to get in and out the plug sockets. This lasts, it goes a long way, that 6 metres. It's a built-in, you got filters in there, you got a spare filter, you get the crevice tool, you also get the upholstery tool as well. It's all included for 3 payments of £20.98. Right, we're talking to you about power. Now, I know at home, and I'll be thinking the same, right, well, are we sacrificing power? Really, how powerful can a lightweight vacuum be? Well, Luke's found a way to show you this. Luke, I'm blown away by this. Should we do it again?
Yeah, whenever you're ready, Charlie.
Real bowling ball.
Whenever you're ready. You
Right.
throw away. Go on, I'll catch
This
it.
is power.
800.
Come on.
You are. That was a big hit.
I threw that hard there, sorry.
No, you're good. I'm used to catching them by now. I've had people throw this bowling ball at me at places. But look, this will give you an idea. That's how strong it is. I mean, this is £10. You ready?
I mean, that's a proper 10-pin bowling
This is a
ball,
proper 10-pin bowling ball. You know, I heard people say, oh, I want a cordless vacuum. Cordless are great, you can go where you want. But then one thing you've got to remember, there's 2 things. You go cordless, you're going to lose the power, which you will. Another thing, when you go cordless, weight goes up. Because you've got a big, heavy lithium-like battery.
I hate
that
charging
carry
as well.
around.
It's another thing to think
20
about,
minutes run time. Literally, just take it from room to room.
You just want to clean, get it done.
You just want it, and not only that, you want a deep clean. Not just, you don't want to just skim over the surface. You want it clean. And that's the power of the Merlin 2-in-1. So we just switch it on there, ladies and gents. You're not bending down to switch it on. Oh, make sure you put your head on properly. That always helps.
So with that,
and
you just
remember,
push it in.
Push it in, no buttons, durable, plunk and click, in it goes. Now we've got the cat litter down there. We've got the coffee down there so you can see everything as well. And look at the power. You can see it just pulling it in. I can see it. I'm not even going close to it and it's already pulling it straight in. Honest to God, it's got so much power. Whether you use it on a real wood, a wood laminate, a teak floor, it doesn't matter. It'll get into all the nooks, crannies and crevices. So don't actually worry if your floor is slightly uneven. You might have like a slate floor, like a real slate roof tile. It'll work on all those types of surfaces, which it will. Remember, you've got no settings to change when you go onto a carpet floor. So like right now, we're going to glide straight onto that carpet.
Nice.
There's no settings to change. We can see where all the hair is because of the darker area of carpet. We're going to cut straight through and we'll show you where
So
we've been.
one pass, dramatic difference, Luke.
Dramatic, clean difference. We'll go to my left, which is your right. And again, every single time. I'm not having to go over the same single area over and over. I'm gliding from one spot to the next. As I say, short pile, deep pile, rugs, runners, shag pile, Berber, it doesn't matter. And remember, for anyone that's got weak hands, dexterity, weight issues, strength issues, you could pick this up with literally one finger.
That's it.
Literally, so into a handheld, we're going to remove this little handle. So we pull the clip away and we pull it out.
No Allen
Close
keys.
the vac.
No
Now you don't have to
screwdrivers.
turn it off. It's not going to overheat. It's got great power. Just keep going. So while you're just breaking it down, you can leave it switched on.
Okay.
Now if I'm using it in the boot of the car, or I can just use it just like that. Dun, 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 dun. And look at that. Great, just like that. But on the same token, maybe I've had it all packed away. Maybe I've got my motorhome and for space I've had it all nice and broken down.
Yeah.
When I've got to my destination, if someone's like made a bit of a mess on the car seats, etc., you don't have to set the whole thing up. We could use it just like that. Remember the old-fashioned dustbuster? That's where we got the idea from. All right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
watch. We use it like this without an attachment, okay? When you're using it with your attachments, and all attachments are included, there's no hidden extras. So they all just slide in like so. There's no silly buttons to press to release, okay? So there's nothing to mess around with. We're going to take this down here now. So just to show you that even though this is an upholstery pad, we can still use it on a hard surface. It doesn't matter if we're using it on like a leather, whether it's artificial leather or a real leather. It won't scratch or damage anything. It's not sharp or abrasive, which it's not. We use it on the staircase. You're going to love it on the staircases. One, because it's nice and lightweight, okay? So if you're thinking for yourself, maybe you want to buy maybe your elderly mother or father a present for Christmas.
I
You know,
think
they
so,
struggle carrying
That's
a really
fab.
heavy vacuum cleaner up and down the stairs. Now they can make light, easy work of it, but mainly look at the difference.
Yeah.
You
It's
can
night
see it.
and day, isn't it?
It is night and day. These are worth their weight in gold.
It just feels so plumped up, and you know, walking on the lovely plumped
plush carpet. Yeah,
Oh.
especially if you're barefoot.
Yeah, it's a
And
luxurious
this is the other bit
feeling,
I
isn't
love.
it?
I love about this back. When you use it, you get the satisfaction knowing the floor is barefoot clean. So when you walk across it, you don't get any of that like crumbs on the bottom of your feet. You know what I mean? Now remember, we can spin this round, and then we can do the rise as well as the flat. So you could use this on a headboard at home, you know, the headboard of the bed maybe, the back seats of the car. You're not going into an awkward hand movement because it's this that turns around, not your hand, not your wrist.
Okay, yeah.
Now you've got your little crevice tool. So this is basically for all the nooks, the crannies, the crevices, the hard to reach areas. So that'll just get into all those little areas. What I really like this for as well, if anyone works at home, use this on a laptop or a keyboard. You know, on the keys, where you get, like, if you're eating over it and you get all the crumbs in the keys.
Oh, I know, right?
And then it damages your keys in the long run. Just
Goodness
quickly
knows
glide
what's
over
in
it
there.
with this. It'll suck everything out the keys. Just keep it all nice and clean. Now, do remember as well, it'll hold a litre. And it's a transparent case, so you can always see when it needs to be emptied, so when it doesn't. You can always see if the filter's a little bit dirty and brown when you need to wash it in the machine or by hand. That bit's up to you. And look, remember, a litre, I mean, we're getting everything in there. We've got the hairs, the crumbs, the fluff, the dust. Now, normally, vacuum cleaners, and I don't care what you say, vacuum cleaners, I've tested a multitude of them. They always lose power when the filter is fully submerged.
Right.
Because the air cannot circulate, so it's like you're choking it.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to show you just now. 10-pound bowling ball.
Look,
This has got the power.
this is a
This
vacuum
has got
for
the suction.
£20.98 today. First payment of 3.
It won't let you down. Remember, you've got 4 colours to choose on. Well, while that blue lasts, because the blue's
Well,
about to go.
actually, Luke, whilst we're talking about the blue, which is the one that Luke, of course, is using, limited stock, folks.
I thought so.
Limited stock.
It's always been the favourite.
Isn't it?
Always
history repeats
been a
itself.
favourite.
We've got less than an hour. We've only got about 50 minutes on this live show. We're with you till 3 a.m. If you're tempted to buy it, then absolutely get it into your basket and get this basket checked out. Right, it's with a full vacuum, it's still got that
Well,
suction.
we was cheating a little bit.
Right.
You ready? You got the weight?
Oh, I like it. This is what we did first when it was empty, and you can
And
still
you can see that vacuum was empty there. Now
I
this
gave that
time,
some welly then, didn't
the
I?
vacuum is fully submerged. It's full of hair, crumbs, dust. It is chocker block, okay? And look at this. This is the power. I mean, Charlie, you can throw it from there. Don't worry, you don't have to walk around, Shirley.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
You can just go where you
Here we
want.
go. I get to
always
do this
here to
again. It's my
catch it.
favourite part. Right.
There you go.
With
And
a
that's
full
the power.
vacuum.
A full vacuum with the hair. But this is the difference when you clean with Merlin.
It's $57.99.
Yeah.
For a vacuum with that power, 2 kilograms in weight, grab it. Absolutely grab
Honestly,
yours.
I don't think we've ever done it that cheap, ever.
Do you not think?
No, never.
Right, well, there we go. $57.99 for a vacuum that should be $69.99. With the suction power, as we've just seen on live TV, the usual price is still good. Right, 967491. Do you want the purple, the blue, the green, or the gold? The blue is limited stock. It's going to sell out. Right, what we've got next then, Luke?
So we're just going to pull this filter out because it's the double filter. This is the reason it's got the power. This is the reason it never drops. So when I remove it, you see how all the hair's gone round it and all the crumbs and the coffee granules? We're going to remove the hair sieve. This just prolongs your filter's life. It stops it clogging up. And then all we're going to do, look at all that dust.
Yeah.
And you just
And that's
tap it
the
out.
HEPA filter.
That's
for
your
those
HEPA
finer
filter.
particles.
So the idea is with that is obviously in the summertime when there's a lot of pollen, it will catch it so it's not all in the air. And you know, cobwebs and things like that and all the nasty bits, it's just got to catch. So it's great for asthmatic sufferers as well.
Oh, there you
It
go.
gives you peace of mind. That's what it does.
Anything to help.
And
those,
there's two of
yeah.
them. So when you've got a nasty, dirty one like that, we're going to wash it and clean it, but we're not having to wait around for this to dry or to come out clean. We just pop the spare one in and away we go.
Yeah, there we go.
That's the
Absolutely
beauty of
loving
it.
The blue is going to sell out. We've reached another busy part of the show. Joel, we're going to give you a chance to check out your baskets. Whilst you're saving money, please do not miss on this deal. And well done if you've got it. You've got a lot for your money. Right now, other items on the show, the Precision Slicer, when it comes to chopping veg, for salads, for stir fries, bases for curries, spaghetti bolognese, all that kind of thing. I've maybe got an air fryer, you like your chips. Well, now you can have your chips, no, it's those sliced chips like crisps. Now you can have them cooking evenly because this is so consistent. Right, £44.99. It's an absolute bargain. Now, my good friend Matt and Luke is going to show you this in action. This is a big, big deal. You're not spending £70, you're getting a massive saving today. But let's show you what you can do with the Precision Slicer.
I can't believe how quickly you
See
made
that? Those chips, I mean, just literally in seconds, they're all the same thickness, they're all the same length. So drop those into an air fryer, and it just takes literally a second to pick up and use, a second to wash up and clean. So we'll just tip those chips out so everyone at home can view them. Just crinkle them, they separate, they're perfect every single time. Now we'll do a couple more jobs. What we'll do is we'll pop the container back inside, just go straight through the middle like so, and locks in. Now what we're going to do, folks, is just before we start slicing, let's show everyone. You'll see a little round dial just here. This is going to adjust the thickness, so you can go anywhere from 1mm all the way around to 8mm. And you've also got two more dials on the side. We'll get to those in 1 second. So at the minute, we've got it on setting number 1. Setting number 1 going to be the thinnest slice. We're going to pop our bit of cucumber in there. And this is your feeder. Now you don't need to press down on the feeder because the way the machine works is it's gravity fed. Every time you take a slice, the feeder will drop on its own. So basically, all your slices will be identical every single time. You'll never get one slice thick, one slice thin. Every single one is identical to the last. So when you do things like carrots, maybe a potato, they all cook in the same amount of time. As I say, you'll never get one hard, you'll never get one soft.
No lumpy bits or thicker bits in your sandwiches.
Exactly.
Like that.
Now remember,
this is proper restaurant quality stuff, this. Luke.
onions. I hate slicing them with a knife. You normally take a razor sharp knife, you're chipping and chopping away, and you get eyeballs on your kneecaps and tears flowing off the end of your cheeks.
And you get stinky
fingertips, yeah. So on the back, you can choose what thickness that you want it. So I'm going to turn it up slightly so you can see that it's going to come out much thicker now than the cucumber. Remember, you've got 8 different thickness settings. So what you can do is make these great onion rings, just crinkle them, and they will literally just separate.
Oh,
a little bit of batter maybe, so you can do like your own.
Depends how
onion
naughty you want to
rings.
make them, I guess.
Yeah. So that's great for hamburgers, hot dogs. Now remember, the way we've designed this machine, this is the only slicer on the market, I nearly said in the world, but that's a bit of a statement,
Yeah.
where you can do not just one, but multiple. So let's say at home we was making a house salad.
Yeah.
With a traditional mandolin, you pop it in the holder and you slice away. And what do you always get left with, Matt?
You've always got the last
The
bit.
last little bit.
Yeah, the last knob of a carrot.
So
or
we've
whatever
got
it
in
might
there
be.
some radish, some tomato. Let's pop a little bit of carrot in and some cucumber. So we've got in there 4 different vegetables all at the same time.
Yeah.
We're going to pop the feeder in. Remember, we don't press on this. This is just to stabilise the vegetables, to stop it bouncing back out. And then choose the thickness or setting that you like. And then, ladies and gentlemen, in seconds, you can make a house salad, but watch.
Oh my gosh.
We're just going to scoot those over to the side. So the radish, the carrot,
They're all cut
tomato,
to the same
and the
dimension.
cucumber. Every single one is identical to the last, so you'll never get one thick, one thin, one hard, one soft. Okay? And great if you was just doing a house salad. Now remember, it's not just for fruits and vegetables. You can do cooked or raw meat, so ham, spam, pepperoni, salami. I love my machine for cheese. Okay?
Yes.
So we're going to pop the cheese inside the machine. We're going to
Cheese is notoriously difficult in similar slices.
The thing is, when you use a traditional knife, the problem is you'll mish the cheese up. See how it's doing that? You'll get one that's razor thin. You'll get one that's really thick. Anytime you use the precision slicer, every single slice is identical to the last. So great for cheese, okay, on crackers. You could also do feta cheese on there. So if you're doing like maybe, as I said, a house salad, a feta salad, a Greek salad. Speaking of which, if you want to slice things lengthwise, so like I just did the cheese, we sliced the full length of the cheese, we can do that with vegetables. We can stand the vegetables in an upright position, so whether it be carrot, whether it be cucumber, and we can slice the full length. Now I've turned it down to setting number 1. Remember, setting number 1 is the thinnest slice you can do. Even if, ladies and gentlemen, you were skilled with a knife, you would struggle to slice the carrot that thin. But remember, I've also done cucumber, so do layered vegetables, do Mediterranean dishes. Now, so far, Matt, all we've shown the folks at home is slicing.
Yeah, okay.
Remember, the machine does a total of 4 different jobs, so we can slice, chip, julienne, and also dice, and it's very simple. Let's remove the container, and basically on the back, as we said, the round dial, this controls how thick or thin we make our cuts. Now we've got 2 more, top and bottom, just there. Now the one on the right hand side, this one's going to do the chips. Now there is a picture on there, I don't know if you can see it, Matt.
Yeah, I can.
It's a little bit hard for the camera to see, but there is a picture there. We just turn this little knob all the way clockwise until it stops turning, and we close it in. And then we choose what thickness we want the cut. See, with a traditional mandolin, if you wanted to do something like a chip, or let's finish what we've got left in there. We want to do some carrot sticks, cucumber sticks. This machine takes
Dipping into hummus, I mean, that's perfect.
great for hummus, yeah, literally.
My son love those, yeah.
If you want to create some apple sticks for your kids' pack up maybe, you know, for lunchtime, so they're not just having, they're eating healthy, you know. Yeah, do peppers, mushrooms, chilies. I mean, that's how quickly we can do our chips at home.
Funny you mentioned about healthy and stuff and creating good habits, because you mentioned air fryers at the very, very beginning. Yeah. How many people do we know that have got back into cooking, or the husband or wife has got more into cooking because of the air fryer? This is more of a, you start to eat more healthy fruit and veg because it's fun, because it's easy, because it's accessible. So this, and we eat with the eyes, and look at the colours that you've created here.
Well, you could just, this, as I always say, it could just be a barman's friend. You know, you might want to do a citrus fruit, an orange, a lemon, or a lime, okay? So we just take it in, we drop it in with the skin on. That's the nice thing about the precision slicer as well. We've made a 4-inch shoot, so regardless of the size of the veg, we just drop it in whole. We don't need to fit it, we don't need to chop it down. Choose what thickness you want the slice. I mean, look at that. It's a barman's best friend.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
You could do sangrias, old fashions, maybe the kids just want a slice of orange, lemon or lime. As I say, it takes a second to pick up and use, but the same second to wash
Just
up and
makes
clean.
things accessible. You know, how many times have you wanted an orange, but you think, oh, crumbs,
we've got that.
I'm going to have to peel it, I'm going to have to get... Yeah, but let's just slice it.
We've got this on the thick setting, which we have. That's the thickest cut that we can do, 8mm, all the way from the top, all the way to the bottom. Now let's just turn it down ever so slightly. So remember what I said, the little dial on the back.
Easy,
yeah, just simple twist or turn. It doesn't matter if I'm a right-handed, left-handed user. It is completely spring-loaded as well. So every time you push down, automatically it's going to come back. So ideal for anyone with weak hands, dexterity issues, or any dexterity problems. Exactly. Well, I'll give you an idea. If I was doing potatoes for dauphinoise, potato gratin, maybe a Lyonnaise potato, a Lancashire hot pot, with a knife, 2 hands, watch. I could just take my finger.
With one finger.
One finger. We don't have to pay attention to what we're doing. So the kids can do it. The kids can help you in the kitchen. We haven't got to worry about our fingers going over these slicers. Now, in a minute's time, I'm going to show you that it only takes you a second to pick up and use, but most importantly, only a second to wash up and clean. The machine is fully dishwasher friendly.
Brilliant.
Now let's pop the cabbage inside, because you know, if you shred cabbage for a coleslaw, you've got to be very, very skilled with a knife. As I say, it doesn't matter the size of the veg. We're not chopping anything down. We just drop it in whole. Choose the thickness that you want. Now for coleslaw, I like it nice and thin. You might be doing wraps, okay? You'll get the thinnest slice of cabbage.
Oh, look at that. That is coleslaw stir fry worthy. That is.
Honestly, you can do red, white, English, Dutch, firma lettuce, iceberg.
That's so fun to chop. Because cabbage is one of the, you know, it's a stealth vegetable where you could end up with big chunky bits. And
that's right.
Sometimes with a stir fry, I do find myself picking them out of the wok when I'm in the middle of cooking it and thinking like, I don't want that because it's going to be too like crunchy. I want, you know, just the smaller tasty bits.
Don't get me wrong.
That's what you've created there.
If you do want crunchy coleslaw and that's how you like it, all you got to do, Matt, just turn it up.
Turn the dial.
Yeah. It's like radishes. I love a
Does
radish.
it go up to 11? No.
Radishes, and remember what I say, if you know you're doing a large quantity, we can put multiples in there. So we can just fill it right in. Brilliant. Now, normally, oh, I've got some garlic down there. Normally I'd peel my garlic first, but I'm just going to do it whole. Just basically to stop me peeling.
Demonstrate.
Yeah, so basically we've got radish in there, we've got garlic in there. I'm going to turn it all the way down to the thinnest slice that we can do. And this is number one. And look, we can go through the garlic, the radishes. I mean, this could be chili, this could be ginger, and everything is sliced wafer paper thin.
Just look at how quick salads and stir fries and healthy eating is going to be. This is just phenomenal. I mean, it will be a game changer for you in the kitchen, honestly, in terms of making it fun, accessible and quick and easy. Don't forget, Luke was explaining how it's so quick and easy as well to wash up. Literally rinse that through. I mean, there, look, you've just done it. There's the tub.
When you go to
done it for us.
wash your machine,
just went down and in. You know,
down and in, yeah, just a quick rinse.
If you're thinking you missed him washing it up, that's all. That's all it's.
Always set the little dial back to 0. What that's going to do is when you remove the machine with the 2 buttons, because it's fully machine, now you can actually see the blade.
Fully dishwasher safe.
Fully dishwasher safe. There's 3 pieces: the feeder number 1, the frame number 2, and the main machine number 3. But
may I just say, Luke, sorry to interrupt, but you know when people say that, sorry to interrupt, but then they interrupt anyway. That's exactly what I've just done. But it's important. That's the first time that we've actually exposed and showed the blade. Since the top of the show, that's been hidden away from all hands and fingers.
Fully dishwasher safe, as I say. It takes a second to pick up and use, the same second to wash up and clean. Just give it a wipe. But here's the clever bit. Because we've set this to 0, Matt, I don't know if you can notice, but the blade on the surface is completely dull and blunt.
Right.
That way.
Yeah. Oh gosh, that looks so scary, seeing you do that.
You can't cut your finger on the surface. If it's set at 0, you will never ever cut your finger. It is a safety feature. You see, the blade isn't sharp on the top.
Oh my goodness.
It's sharp on the inside, and you can't access that at any point as long as it's on 0. So if you've got young children in the house, perfect.
As long as it's on 0.
As long as it's on 0.
You know what? With my 2, I'd still be really careful.
Just drop it in, and that's it loaded back in. So there's no setup with it. to store it, push it all the way down in the top there, in the centre. There's a little lock. Just give it a little twist, and that locks it into position.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Look at the profile on it as well. That's going to go in your drawer, isn't it?
That's going to go over the top. So if you are worried about the kiddies touching it, they're not going to get their fingers. But you know how I store it at home? I'll be honest. I leave it in an upright position like this. It takes less foot space than a kettle or toaster. It's counterbalanced that it won't fall over, even if you had the feeder loaded on, it won't tip back over. So that just means when I need to set it up and use it, it's a case of kicking the legs out, unlocking, taking whatever vegetable it is that I want to slice. So like 2 onions there. I mean, you imagine sitting in the kitchen right now with a razor sharp knife and 2 onions. What would you have? You'd have the eyeballs on the kneecaps, the tears blowing off the end of the cheeks, your eyes would look like an October cabbage patch.
Look at that.
It takes literally seconds to pick up and use, you know?
So easy. We're loving that, the slicer. Do have a look on the website for that. You're going to save that money. Right, we've got about half an hour left on this live show. Easy way to remind yourself of all the different item numbers, all the different items is right here on the website, ShopOnTV.co.uk. If you've never shopped with us before, it's the easiest way to order. Add it into your basket, but folks, because we're running out of time, you do need to confirm your orders. It's not yours until you've checked out. You must start checking out, especially if you want the Blue Merlin 2-in-1 vacuum. That's limited stock. Well, we're going to go back to the vacuum shortly, but before there, let's talk about alternatives to cling film to foil, because I've got to say, Luke, these trays, these are essential now, I think.
Yeah, every house needs a set, really, they really do, because this stuff's just junk. It doesn't work, doesn't do anything really. You know, it's just
it's a waste of money.
Yeah, save a tree, save the environment, do a little bit. So this is a clever tray. Okay, so been designed in France. It's an exclusive as well to ShopOnTV. Nowhere else in the UK. Remember, it's designed to stretch. It's not, you know, like going to damage easily.
No.
So don't worry if the item is deeper than the tray. That's why I'm showing an avocado. It's got a bit of depth to it. It'll basically go about 4 or 5 inches worth of depth. That's what it'll stretch up to. So what you want to do is pop your tray out, press down the 2 corners. As soon as you do that, you'll actually feel the air coming out the sides.
Nice.
Lock. And that creates an airtight seal.
That's held in place.
The way around. Yeah, it's literally.
Yeah, that's really clever, you know?
Yeah, you ever use like an old takeaway box?
Yeah, I've got
and it
loads,
leaks.
Yeah.
You know, it's terrible.
It leaks, and none of the lids
What we
match. Some are
recommend
cracked.
is
It's a mess.
We're not saying to people like, you know, get rid of everything that you've got already at home. But what we're saying is this: once you've pierced this pack, when you've already got rid of, opened that pack, you've got 1 or 2 options. You could either put the bacon into there, or what you could do is remove the top and put the pack in. So then there's no cleaning.
That's
you could just get rid of
idea.
you could get rid of the pack and just, you know,
I like
it's
it,
just
yeah.
you're just using the top.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it's just quicker.
Remember, dishwasher safe, microwave safe, fridge safe, freezer safe. So it covers every job.
So if you're batch cooking, you know, that's going to be a really, really good time.
So if you've maybe you've got some freezer burgers. Yeah, and they come in a box.
Yeah, I know.
Take them out of the box, put them in there, and you can stack them on top of each other. Because you get an airtight seal, it prevents freezer burn and freezer frost. You know, where it sometimes sticks and it's horrible.
So what about things like pastries and so on? Like
Pastries
if
and
you open
cakes,
a pack of
I
crumpets,
love it.
The last one, what do you do with that?
Croissants, cakes.
pain au chocolat.
That's a bit like concrete now. You could probably hammer a nail in there.
It's more of a rock.
Whereas the ones that are bought on exactly the same day, I mean, all we'd need is a bit of butter and a cup of tea, and we could have these right now. I mean, it's still lovely and moist. So great for things like teas. I love it for my cheeses. It's one of my pet hates, how the cheese. I mean, if I see cheese like that in my house, it goes straight away. I'm like, you want to chop half of it away. The dog loves it. You know, the dog loves these packs, all right? But, you know, look, you can see it just working its way down, but that's the thing. It works its way down. So even if the rest is in the packet, it's just drawing
You're wasting
all
food.
out.
Who wants that?
Remember, great for marinating meat as well, because you're getting that airtight seal, the meat's taking on...
locking that flavour.
Exactly, so the garlic and everything, maybe the ginger. And remember, 70 kilos a year
Yeah.
that one person will throw away
We
in
did
the
just check
UK.
that
You can
backstage.
go online and just have a little look yourself. Do your own research.
We waste, what,
All
so
right?
70 kilos of food a year
Per person.
on average, obviously.
Per person.
That honestly,
Salad, yeah,
bags
so
of salad.
Your bags of salad,
especially
you know,
wasting meat
or
anything.
maybe like, you know, the cucumber. I tell you what's another weird one. If you use any type of herbs,
Right, yeah.
like coriander in the packets and things like that, dries out, loses its flavour, loses
Do you know what?
its
They
taste.
last a day or two
Now-
sometimes. They don't last long. Bagged salads, they don't last.
Remember as well, when you've stretched this, remember it's all dishwasher safe, yeah? So we can see it all stretching there. I'm going one way, going the opposite.
It's tough stuff.
Yeah, oh, proper tough. It's made well. You know, we don't make things by hand.
No.
I'm just boiling the kettle, but you wash this in hot water by hand or place it in a dishwasher. This, believe it or not, shrinks back to its original size.
Wow.
So
To
it
its
just
original
goes back to its
flat
original
form.
memory. Yep. So-
Really clever. You get two, by the way, so 2 trays, 2 lids, okay, so a set of 2 essentially. Now, which colour would you like? Do you want the green, do you want the grey or the red? You might go for all 3 of them. Do you know what we're thinking? Vegetables in this one. Maybe your raw meats in the grey. Maybe your cooked meats, or, you know, like your hams and so on. Salamis, or maybe that's going to be in the red, you know, who knows?
Charlie,
Each to your own.
sorry to interrupt you.
No, please do.
But you know, if you've got meat and you're putting it in the fridge or freezer, just remember to copy the expiration date.
Yeah.
And what we mean by copy is we don't mean put a little label on there and write on it. What I mean is on the side there, you've got some numbers. You've got 1 to 12. So you've got January to December, pop. So we're in October, November now, so we're on that. And it's the big fight night.
So it's designed to make it survive as long as the
Yeah, so
original
look,
use by date.
the 11th of the 15th.
Oh, I like it. Yeah,
Job done.
That's fantastic.
The 11th and the 15th. So days on one side, months on the other. These will just slip and slide down, as simple as
I
that.
love that
If you don't want to
organising.
use them, you don't need to use them. You can take them off. It's as simple as that. Another great thing about the Clever Tray is the amount of space you're going to start to save inside
We've got
the
about another
kitchen.
few minutes on
Now,
this. This is the
remember,
last time we're going to see
it
this.
doesn't matter if we put it flat inside the fridge, like so,
Yeah.
or if we stand things
You
in
file it away.
an upright, excuse me,
I mean, the fridge
Position.
around Christmas is normally rammed
Rammed
full,
full.
isn't it? This is more
so
flexible.
just like that. Now another thing, when you're at home as well, folks, when you've got a proper fridge, I've not one of these mini ones, everything, and it will, because I've tested it in many fridges, it goes
Where the
into
milk
the
and stuff
door,
goes,
where
yeah.
the milk goes. But not just like that, it'll go in a tall way. So short ways or tall ways, nothing will slip, slide or leak.
So you can file them in the door.
Yeah, like a Filofax and just go through. So if you're a bit like me and you put the meat in the red ones, the green with a veg.
Yes, yes.
As you're just literally flicking through, just by colour, you're going to know what's inside.
I am trying to
Now,
a
my
little bit.
kettle has boiled, so look, we've stretched it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's put it back to its
So
original
if you're prepping
size.
your meals for the week,
So just
have
some
them laid
hot
out.
water. Hot water. We're going straight over the tub, so no one's going to get hurt. And look at that.
So it goes back to
Back
its
to its
original
original.
form. So you don't replace the film bit.
Ever.
So the
need
film
to
bit
replace
comes
it.
attached, doesn't it? So you haven't got to assemble anything.
No, it's already attached. Literally, even when you get it home, it's already clipped on to the base of the tray.
Right.
But you've got 3 little clicks. So, yeah, if you do like Meals on Wheels, where people come round to the house,
Yeah.
and there's any leftovers, people can pop it inside, lock it in, keep it nice and fresh in the actual fridge. Tomorrow, the next day, they could take that out, lift up one side so the air escapes and pop
In
it
the
in the
microwave.
microwave. So warm up sausage
So you can have,
rolls,
like-
pizza slices,
Yeah.
maybe.
A little potatoes over here, maybe a chicken breast, maybe some veggies.
Honest to God.
That's really
Yeah.
impressive. Honestly, because I am trying to lose a bit of weight at the moment. I want to start saving money by doing more home cooking too.
Yeah, that's
I need
it.
to Look a bit, you know.
Or fruits. When the
spelt-
kids only eat half an orange, half an apple,
Yeah.
you've got half of it left. Stop throwing it away. Stop getting the cling film. In it goes. Lock it in, and that is you done.
Well, there we go. Now, it's the Merlin reusable Clever Tray, seriously. How much money do you spend on cling film over the weeks, over the months, over the years? Once you bought this, the then that's it. It's quicker as well. Right, now, £25 would be a great price, but this feels like a launch price. This is the first time we've seen these on Shop on TV. These are brand new this morning. Right, £20, you get a pack of 2. Do you want the green, the grey or the red? One item number, drop down menu on the website. Just add it to your basket, but you must start checking out. Just looking at the time, we've got about 25 minutes left. Speaking of the website, here it is. So you can see, if you just go down, you've got the Merlin 2-in-1 vacuum. We've got the slicer. We've got the cheese mill here. We've got the clever trays. We've also got the sweep ease, which I literally cannot wait to show you. If you've just joined us in the early hours of this Saturday morning, thanks so much for joining us. Whether you're watching us on YouTube, whether you're watching us on ITV1 and STV, it's 25 to 3 in the morning. But folks, you are getting bargain deals here. When it comes to household cleaning, who wants to make that hard work for themselves? No one. We've got tools that really makes things like that easier. Right, so then, Luke, for those who haven't seen this, what's the Sweepies all about?
Sweepies is the brand new. Well, I say brand new.
It's fairly
It's only probably about 4 or 5 months old.
Right.
But we are sweeping the nation with this.
Yeah.
We really
See what you did there?
are. You see what I did there? We are. Now remember, it'll work on any type of floor, any type of surface. Don't worry, folks. I do all the cleaning up here at night time, so you know. Now remember, you can push it away from you. You can bring it towards you. It doesn't matter how you use a Sweepies. It's designed to bend. So kick it into those kickboards. Don't worry about bending it.
Right up to the
Pull
skirting
all
boards.
that dirt straight out of the floor. Now, let's go straight over to this carpet. It's lathered in hair here.
Yeah.
So this could be like the hairy Dalmatian laying there, you know what I mean?
This is what did it for me.
Really, yeah.
This is what
does it for everyone. This is
Yeah.
the first time I ever saw this demo. It was in Canada, and literally my jaw hit the floor.
Really?
Yeah, that's where we saw the Sweepies. So short, sharp.
So you've got
little
lots of
strokes.
hair on there.
Loads of hair on there. I mean, literally, short, sharp little strokes, and that's it. It basically lifts the hair out the pile. Doesn't matter if you've got a short pile, deep pile, rug, runner. It just creates that electrostatic charge. Now, I've got a high shine floor there.
So any floor, hardwood, laminate,
look,
vinyl,
we've got
tiles.
hardwood
Good.
and laminate. We've got the carpet there.
Yes.
And then we've got a high shine floor because these are really in fashion at the minute. But what a lot of people don't realise about these hard shine floors is they show every speck
Any
of
bit
dust.
of grease and dust.
Dust.
Oh, yeah, dust.
Every last
This is
little
good
bit
for the
of
dust.
speck. Yeah. So if you have got a high shine floor or surface, the Sweepies is worth its weight in gold. If you use it in the shower room, it's great for any hairs because it'll stop the hairs going down the plug hole. You just
right.
basically make a nice little pile of hair, get a little bit of kitchen roll, scoop the hair up, and it stops it going down the plug hole and clogging it up.
Yeah.
Now, if you're in the bathroom, yes, we can use it on the bathroom floor.
Yeah.
We can use it on the wall tiles as well to get any excess moisture off. But what I love is at a touch of a button, I can turn it into a mini handheld. So we can use it on things, like I said, tiled, slate, ceramic, marble, carpets, short pile, deep pile, rug or whatever.
Sure.
We can also use it on glass too. So we could take our favourite glass cleaner, spray it directly on. You know, you could use anything you want, a little bit of vinegar, whatever you like using. That bit's up to you. Then just take your Sweepies. Remember, they come in 3 colours, blue, red, grey. Choose your favourite colour. On the top to bottom. And the beauty is, it always gives you a streak and smear-free result.
One
but
pass.
not only that, completely, utterly bone dry to the touch.
There you go.
As I say, remember this as well. If you were using this outside or maybe a greenhouse, it's got a build-up of algae, a bit of tree sap. Agitate it.
Right.
You know, to scrape
So
the dirt
come
off.
spring,
So
when
it
we
could
get
be like
gardens
bird
ready for summer.
droppings or
Yeah.
something like that. It's really dried on, got quite hard. Scrape it off, which you can do, and then literally spin it over, top to bottom, finish off, and just get a nice streak and smear-free result.
So you can
And
whiz
then-
around the windows,
Yep.
save money on window cleaning bills, perhaps.
And because there's no bristles to clean it,
Yeah.
just give it a wipe.
That, honestly, that is the one. Now, what's easier, wiping that or rinsing out a bristle brush? Can I grab it? It's just in front of it. I'm going to come and grab it because, I don't even want to touch it. Oh, I need to wash my hands after this.
Yeah, yeah.
But seriously, now, if you're sweeping the kitchen floor with that, little bits of onion, bits of garlic, they stink, a bit of hair. Oh, it's not nice. I'd rather rinse off the Sweep Easy than rinse that. They're not nice. Now, you do get 2 of them, don't forget. So, it's a slightly different design.
So it's like, basically, this one's great for, like, it's more rigid, yeah? So great for your floors.
Right, okay.
This one is better for the wet work. So you'll be able to see the difference.
Yeah.
This one's a bit like a hockey puck shape. That's the best way of me explaining it, like a hockey puck.
Yeah.
And then this one's not. But also, this blade's more flexible. So it's much better for the wet work than it is the dry work.
Spill a bit of milk on the floor.
Exactly.
Bit of red wine.
Exactly. So
you got both. You got both. Normally £30, you're getting both for £20 here. Just choose, would you like the grey with the grey, the red with the grey, or the blue with the grey? 174500. Do you know what? It's been a cracking few hours. Thanks so much if you've been with us. It's not over yet, though. We have got about 15, 20 minutes left on the show. We're going to revisit for the final time this morning something that's taken the country by storm. Seriously, thank you so much indeed. And it sounds dramatic, but seriously, it's been one of the biggest selling items today. And that is, of course, the 2-in-1 we're going to look at in a second. By the way, when it comes to the Sweepies, we're looking at this right now. 174500. You're saving £10. You get both for your money. If it's going to be for your wet spills, you've got the Sweepies for your dry spills too. So cereal, rice, bits of coffee, granules you'll spill. Would you rather rinse that or rinse off an old-fashioned bristle brush? It's obvious. We'd rather rinse off the Sweepies too. But you can tell I'm banging on about it. I can't stop talking about it. This is your upright vacuum. It's your handheld vacuum. For £57.99, you've got some serious power, my friends. Right, 967 491. Do you want the blue, the purple, the green, or the gold? The blue is limited stock. We've got through an enormous amount of stock today. Thank you so much indeed. Right, Luke, we've got about 15 minutes left.
Yeah, because that blue's going to run out. Uno, wano. So remember, switch it on there. 850-watt motor. So for weight, shape and size, it's one of the most powerful handheld vacuums money can buy. And it doesn't matter if we use it on a short piled carpet. It could be a deep pile. It could be on your real woods. It could be on a teak floor. It could be on Antico flooring. It doesn't matter. It's a Merlin 2-in-1. It's the little book with plenty of suck. That's what we call it. Now remember, there's no roller on the bottom, so there's nothing basically to tangle and mat up with lots of hair. All we're going to do is it works on purely the power of that 850-watt motor. There's nothing inside there spinning. We're going to move on to that carpet floor now. So as I say, a short pile, a deep pile, that rug, that runner. It's just effective. It doesn't matter if you're doing it for a quick sweep and a quick dust or whether you want to do a really deep clean. The beauty is it's not just for using on the floors. You can use it on beds. You can use it on mattresses, armchairs, upholstery. The list goes on and on. I mean, ladies and gents, we could be here all evening talking about different things, all right? Now, remember, you get edge-to-edge cleaning with the Sweepies. I mean, the Merlin, sorry. Everything's Merlin, so we get it a bit confused.
It's been a big morning.
It's been a big morning for Sweepies. So, yeah, you can get that coffee granules up in there. You can see where we've been, the very fine dust. Now, what we're going to do, show everyone how we convert it. So there's a little button on the back. We press the little button, we push it away from us, it clicks. We remove the handle, as easy as that. So if you find you're on the staircase and the handle's in the way, at any point, remove it out your way. Makes it simple. If you're using it in the boot of the car, use it like this. You're going to get a nice big surface area, done very, very quickly. Great in the footwell as well, where all the crumbs will be in the footwell of the car. But remember, ladies and gents, if you don't want to use it with an attachment, just give it a tug and it pops straight off, as easy as that. 1, 2, 3. There's no silly buttons to press to release anything. It comes off as easy as that. All these attachments are included. Remember, there's no hidden extras. we include a 2-year warranty guarantee that covers you on everything. Remember,
good peace of mind, that, Luke.
just please register online for your warranty. It's all we ask. It's all in there.
So good.
Now here is the upholstery pad. So bed, sofa, mattress, armchair, car seats, you name it, it's having it.
Yeah.
So we've got obviously down here, we've got a deeper pile here than we've got down here. So if you've got a really deep plush pile carpet, you're gonna love it.
Because over time they flatten down.
They flatten down, yeah.
You lose the luxurious feel. It's so nice. Do you know what? We've had an email come in from Emily. Emily, very good morning. Thanks for your email. Emily wants to know about deep pile
yeah, on Oriental
like
rugs, the Chinese rugs.
Right.
Perfect, you're going to love it. Whether you're using it with the head like this, okay, or let's just say you were going to give it a deep clean and you wanted to use the upholstery pad with it. So really, is it Emily?
Emily, yes.
It's up to you, Emily, which attachment you'd use. It's completely up to you, but it'll just show you here. So yeah, another thing, if you've ever had furniture sat on the carpet for a long period of time, what happens? It takes an indentation. When you remove the furniture, use your Merlin,
right?
Because it'll bring anything with a deep pile back up to the surface. Like you said earlier, Charlie, it rejuvenates the pile. It brings it back up to the surface, which it does.
You're bound to find that this is going to lift up dirt that you didn't even think
that it was there. Yeah, yeah.
You know, and your carpets deserve that.
And
they
remember,
really do.
Spin it round, pop it back in. That means when you want to do the rise of a staircase or the back of a headboard, the back.
Well, headboard, that's a good one. Yeah,
the headboard. Yeah. The fabric headboard, anyone with long hair, it normally sticks to it. Yeah, back of the car seats as well, so you're perfect. And remember, as I said, you can use any one of the attachments in conjunction with the handle. We're going to take this crevice tool now, and we're going to get right into this dust, that fine coffee granule. So watch.
You've got about 12 minutes
This will
left.
just show you
Check out your
how good it really is when we cut through that. You can see the colour difference. Just there. Every single time, the sweet peas will never fail. Now remember, it'll hold a litre when it's chock-a-block full. You'll very, very rarely fill that up in one sweep or vac, okay?
And that's a lot of dirt, isn't it?
Yeah. When I first showed this my mother-in-law, she said to me, she went, "Oh, Luke," she went, "I'd fill that up really quickly." I said to her, "You need to go and have a quiet word with yourself in the corner if you fill that up in one go."
Maybe
now,
more often.
Remember, this is a 10-pound bowling ball. Ready?
Right. Oh,
10 pounds.
right.
So this is the weight of 5 of our vacuums, because these are 2 kgs each. So this one bowling ball is the weight of 5 vacuums. Now remember, chock-a-block full.
Yeah.
So we're not emptying it, we're not getting rid of anything, and we're just going to show there's never any loss of power. You try and do this with a traditional upright vac. A vac uses a bag. You try and fill it up, and you tell me if there's any loss of power, because I guarantee
it's my favourite part of the show.
you won't be throwing a 10-pound bowling ball through the air.
I've done all morning.
When
It's
it's
throw bowling
chock-a-block
balls
full
in the air.
and filling it
Right,
up. Remember,
here we
ready
go.
when you are, Charlie.
Ready?
Yep.
Come on.
It's 850
That's what I call
watt
suction.
motor. It is one of the most powerful handheld vacuums, ladies and gentlemen, that you could buy. And remember, you use it every day of the week, every week of the year.
I'm loving this. Do you know what? We clearly are passionate about this. For those of you who have bought it previously, you love it. Here's what Chrissy has to say. Look at these reviews. This feisty little cleaner, not talking about me here, is a surprise. Well made, cleaning power surprisingly good for a stick cleaner. For the price and a 2-year guarantee, it's well worth it. Good on both carpets and a separate head for tiled or wooden floors. Well worth a 5-star rating. Guys, it's £52.99. You know, I mean, what more can we want from a vacuum for £52.99? It's seriously impressive. Right, the blue, by the way, that has been a firm favourite throughout the show. Well, I don't know, about an hour or so ago, but limited stock. We're now down to 1% left. It's the next few people who click checkout. At this rate, we're going to have people missing out on the blue. I would not hang around with this. It's your upright, it's your handheld. Have you got an elderly mother or father who struggles to lug a big old-fashioned heavy vacuum up and down the stairs? Maybe you got a vacuum with a cord that's not very long. You have to bend up and down to take it out of the plug socket. That's boring. You always try and make it stretch, don't you? Doesn't quite fit. Well, you've got lots more room for manoeuvrability here. So 6-metre cable on there. You get 2 filters, and it's a HEPA filter. So it's going to help to capture those fine dust particles. Again, that's good for peace of mind. It comes with a crevice tool. It comes with the upholstery attachment. Car seats, sofas, cushions, 3-piece suites, all that kind of thing. That's absolutely perfect. Right, do you want the green, the blue, the purple, or the gold? It makes no difference what colour's going to look best in your house. Now, 39 days till Christmas. I mean, why not give it a vacuum for Christmas? So in times like these, cost of living and everything, my parents and I were talking about this. Honestly, I think presents, I'm thinking practical presents here too, you know. Right, 967 491. You need to check out. We've got minutes left on this live show. Thanks so much. For everyone who's bought it, just know you've got a bargain price. You're not spending best part of £70, you're spending £57.99. Right, okay. They're all the features you can expect. Again, yeah, 2 years manufacturer's warranty. Right, we've literally got a few minutes left. Should go back to Luke. Right, are we going to make a mess, Mr. Luke?
I can go from top to bottom in 8 minutes. We'll cover everything again.
Let's do it.
So let's get it on the wood floor. There's the coffee granules. If you've got the kids in the house, you know what they're like. The little monsters, I mean rascals. I didn't mean monsters then. I was only joking. Now, as I say, it could be the hair. Now, we're not going to choose. We've got hair here. I am going to rub this hair into the ground.
Right.
Now, I know you can't
digging that
see
in
it.
there, Luke.
Yep. And remember, these floors aren't. We're standing on. Oh. There we go. Now let's make a good old mess. Here we go.
You like this at home?
Now we're really good. Yeah, I'm like this at home. So that's it now. Remember, it will work on any type of floor. We're going to switch it on. Super, super lightweight, under 2 kgs in weight. So anyone with weak hands, dexterity problems, any issue, you're going to be golden. Remember, just switch it on down there. There you go. Now, any type of flooring, as I say, short pile, deep pile, rugs, runners, it doesn't matter what type of floor or what type of surface you want to use it on. Remember, there's no roller that's getting matted up with loads of hair. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, if you just want it for a quick sweep and a quick dust, it's your go-to. If you want to use it on beds, mattresses, sofas, armchairs, it'll be your go-to vac. The hairs, the crumbs, the fluff, the dust, the lint, the fibre.
One pass.
It collects, one pass, one wipe. At Christmas time, you're going to get all the pine needles around the Christmas tree. Tackle the pine needles. Tackle the glitter as well from all the tinsel maybe that's laying around. You're going to love it.
Pies.
Remember, you're going to get that edge-to-edge cleaning as well.
Crafters will love this too.
Yeah, great for crafters. Anyone maybe that does a bit of sewing as well, you know, for like the fine bits of
thread and things.
Cotton and thread, you've got it.
And
the other bit is maybe you're like quite a big car enthusiast and you like detailing your own car.
Don't you find it better when you've got a clean car?
Yeah. Some people love it, you know what I mean? So they take real good pride in detail. Some people get a real kick out of it. Take that, out it goes, done. So remember now, we can use it like this.
Part of the show, coming towards the end.
In the footwell of the car, where you're going to get the big stones, the big crumbs, or if you've had the kids having a food fight in the back of the car. And look at that.
Honestly, that looks like a new carpet.
Yep. And then a foot on.
It feels a luxurious carpet.
A tug.
Yeah.
Now, let's tackle these stairs.
All of these come with
these upholstery pad, no hidden extras. You're going to get every single attachment, all right, which you are. But remember, it's going to do the awkward areas too. So we're not just going to do the nice, easy, flat areas. It's actually going to do the rise as well. So short pile, deep piles, rugs, runners. There's not an area that it isn't going to clean. Remember the upholstery pad.
When was the last time you took your sofas off your cushion? Sorry, your cushion. Hello. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
When was the last time you took the cushions off your sofa? There we go. I got through it eventually. You were doing so well. You're doing so well.
We're going to spin this round 180 degrees. So if you're struggling with the rise of the staircase, don't worry. Now you can do the rise as well. So top to
Dog
bottom.
beds.
Yeah, dog beds. The bed itself, you know what I mean? The car. Obviously the cats love to sit on the stairs because they like looking down at everything. So, you know, that certain bit. Cat litter we've got on there as well, which you can see. We've got the crumbs, rice, lentils, soil, if any of the cats or dogs have been going around the soils and the plants.
Around.
Yeah, exactly. Or you're just a keen gardener that's brought an indoor plant, you know.
Yeah.
Sand.
Oh,
The
sand
sand,
from the car.
it is great. You know when the animals normally come in, the first thing they do when they get into the house is they shake all the sand and the hair off, and you're like, why don't you do that outside? They never do, they always do it inside. Get out that Merlin 2-in-1, because it doesn't matter if you use it with or without an attachment.
Unbelievably busy. This is one of the busiest ends of the shows I've done it so far on Shop on TV.
So remember, any type of floor, any type of surface, you're going to get every attachment. Let's just get this crevice tool in down there. So look, down there where it's really fine. You can see where I've been and where I've not. If you struggle with your lower back, you can use any attachment in conjunction with the handle. Remember, you can go low. So you can go all the way from 6 o'clock all the way up to 12 o'clock.
One hand.
It's as light as that. Yeah, it's up to 2
So
kgs.
curtain poles.
Now remember,
door frame. Get
it's
that
going to
dust off.
hold exactly a litre. Remember, this is how powerful
Oh,
it
here we
is.
go.
It's got an 850 watt
This is
motor.
ridiculous.
Let's go.
Right,
Weight,
we go.
shape and size. It is the most powerful handheld
I can't get
vacuum.
over that. I
And
can't get over
remember, one last thing. We'll show you how to empty it because it's got the double filtered system and the hairs
Oh,
go
look.
round it, off it goes, tap it out, pop it in the wash.
What a demonstration.
Honestly, use it every day.
Luke.
2-year warranty guarantee.
Do you know what? Blown away by that. If you're wondering, does this pack a punch? You want a vacuum to have good suction power. We can't prove it better than that. It lifts a bowling ball. Do you know what, Luke? There's lots of vacuums out there, let's be honest.
Yep.
Why this? Why the Merlin 2-in-1?
2 reasons, weight and power. 850 watt under 2 kgs. Everyone can use it and everyone wants it.
And it comes with all the essential tools you could possibly need. It's a good length of crevice tool, around about 6 inches, so it gets right down between those car seats. John, thanks so much for been watching. It's been a brilliant show here, yet again, on Shop on TV. It's been all about Merlin, a brand that we love, and oh my word, you really love too. Right, which colour are you going for? Which one? They're all exactly the same, just which colour is going to look better in your house. Blue, a handful left. We've got more people trying to buy it than stock available. So are you going to go for the green, the purple, the blue, or the fancy posh gold? 3 payments of £20.98. That's your PayPal Pay in 3, interest-free. Go for that if it helps. It's 967-491. If you've never shopped with us before, go to the website shopontv.co.uk, type in the item number on the top. Just ignore the space in the middle, just one long number. It takes you directly through to the vacuum. Or, to be honest, just scroll down. You'll see everything we've just gone through. Right, now, the reusable clever trays, they're really, really good. If you're worried about wasting cling film and foil, they are fantastic. I really, really want them. John, I'm getting emotional. It's been so good. Do you know what? It's been a brilliant show. Thank you so much. Don't forget, I am back this time tomorrow. From just after midnight tomorrow, in about 24 hours, I'll be here with Richard with incredible drones. You don't want to miss that. Thanks, Luke. And, of course, thanks to you at home.